Step up in this game like I'm hammering nails. Burst so flat plane, listen up, I'll tell you tales. Home Depot vibes on my tools, no fails. Level up my vision while the world just derails. Sharon said it first, now I'm chasing the truth. First wanna know, is he shilling or aloof? Now I'm flexing with the facts while they playing the fool. Flat earth, no curve, I'm breaking all the rules.
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. Like a Home Depot. Rolling deep through Antarctica, you know what's up. Snowflakes in the air, yeah, we sipping from the cup. Well, Duffy said, trust me, I came out of the blue. Started from the hustle, now I'm building my crew. Wait, I'm stacking up truth like I'm lumber from the store. Got the blueprint, baby, I'm ready for war. See the horizon straight, no dip in my sight. Thug life on the flat, bringing knowledge to the fight.
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So I'm here to break walls, I'm kicking down doors, hash street life, I'm hustling, what's mine is ours. A whole new vision, we gon' stack and we gon' rise. With my crew by my side, we defy all the lies.
Guess what?
Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on a 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky, yeah.
No.
Yeah. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're off. As usual, if you'd like to support this channel, there are PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below. Let's throw it on over to Discord and see if we have any authors, that is, authorians, in the VC.
Well, yep. Hello, everyone.
Hi there, everybody.
You're not an Aetherian?
It's Mr. Jen. Evening, Jen.
Good evening to you lot, and it's a morning here in Japan, 3 a.m. in the
I
morning.
didn't ask for that.
Jen.
I didn't ask for that. I asked for authorians to stand up and be counted, sir.
We're reclaiming the word. Almost.
Oh,
Right.
God. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning,
Great.
Black Sea.
Please excuse these guys. They're a little bit big-headed.
Yeah, they're basking in their glory, aren't they? Yeah.
Now,
That's okay.
now, what do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean, these guys?
These wise guys.
No, it's just this guy. Shout out to Adam.
He's trying to take it all for himself.
Evening.
You see, evening. He's still got the wild West mentality there, you know. Gold makes them go mad.
The hell are you
The
talking?
book
You don't
always-
even know what you're
publishing.
talking about. At ease.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Who am I talking about?
You're talking about yourselves.
No.
We are.
No, not what I was just saying. I was talking about, remember these? It's just this guy. So it can't be a plural if I said this. Follow? So you don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Starting yourself. Okay.
Yeah. I did say you're talking about yourself as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not.
So
No.
then you're referring to some scene in the movie then or something?
No, just at ease, man. Just let it flow, dude, until it flows to you. Now, we're all Arthurians here, except you, currently. There's maybe one more Arthurian coming in. But there is an author in the building. Evening.
Evening. I am. Well, there's a few of us that wrote this book, isn't there? So they've got it to where it is. It was Brian yesterday that we were on about Etherians, and then he decided we are now Authorians. There he is, the author of the Authorians.
The author of the Arthurian.
That was good, Adam.
You know, I had stepped out. I didn't know that Brian did that. And I came back. I think I went to grab some dinner. Took about 10 minutes or so. And I come back, and then that's what I heard. I heard Arthurians. I started laughing, man. But it was Brian. You little clever little bastard. You.
At the Arthurian Institute. A proud member of.
Yes, you are. Yeah. Okay, like I said, we're still going to go over the AI train wreck that we started last week. Well, I don't think we'll finish it up, but last night I was listening to a clip in the background, and it happened to be that Adam kind of fumbled and stumbled over into the Land of Misfit Toys 2.0. And over on the English Hub, where you got Pretender Clown Flat Earthers discussing the nature of our reality with people and mainly kids that don't understand English or speak it all that well. So after Adam was in the vicinity here in the server and speaking, somebody come in and had to give their appraisal of the situation, and we're going to go over that here in a couple minutes. How about that?
Just like to say, I had a very cordial evening. It was quite fun. The guys there were very pleasant when I was there. And I was really quite chuffed with the lines of logic that they were applying to the ballers. Particularly noticed that they like the Black Swan. And that's always, it'll ingratiate me. And it was done, particularly Says Who did a fantastic job in the bits he was there. He was really calm and led people to their own conclusion.
I didn't listen to that. I'm sorry, I didn't listen to that part. That part was well before you came. Not well before, but somewhat before you came in. So I didn't listen to that part, but Says Who's pretty sharp. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But he's the only one, by the way.
But no, I don't think all they need is something at their fingertips that would allow them to more accurately recoil the information that they've got. Something though they could actually read a citation, something papery, book-like, you might think, that they could have at their fingertips.
Like a book.
That's the word. Yeah. A book on flat Earth, something that might welcome you to it.
Yeah, I did notify them of that book last week. I did actually mention your book last week. Put a little link in there. Yeah, to the previous announcement video. I put it in there in all the servers that I frequent. By the way.
Thank you.
So I've done my due diligence there.
That's not due diligence.
Thank you very kindly.
That's not due diligence. You've done your due part.
Yeah, appreciate it, Jim. Thank you.
Yeah. My due diligence is letting everybody know everything's going well, and you've done your book, and everybody gets to learn. Everybody.
No, that's your due part. That's not due diligence.
Yeah, okay, yeah, my due part. Yeah. All right.
Got to go back over this again. And guess what I got this morning at the door? You betcha. You betcha that's what I got. Right there. See that?
Wow.
Shout out to Evening. Thank you very much, sir.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
As an author, you see, I can issue that certain things like that.
Yeah,
fellow
and
authors.
as a co-author over here and editor, I can have a copy of our book and it not even be mine, which I do. I have a copy here and it's not even my copy.
Whose is it?
What?
It's the lead singer. It's the lead singer of He Is Legend.
Oh, that's right. You were talking about that.
He asked for a book and for me to sign it.
This is what I got to discover, because I've never been an author of a book before. So I'm going to have to send out some of these copies to friends and family members. They want me to sign it. I don't know what to say. Can you give me some maybe not exactly what to say, but some tips?
Tell the drummer.
Tell the drummer, hey, sailor.
Oh, God. This shit's funny.
On deck, you scabrous dog. Hands on the braces. Now show me that horizon. I'm looking for a little bit something different than that. That was my advice to you. I need some actual advice.
Yeah, like I said, mine, I'm going to sign it. Always be willing to shake up your worldview, and then I'm going to sign my name to it.
So that's one. Adam, but you went all of a sudden quiet.
I'm muted because Clatsy moans about the heater and it's freezing here. I would see, to me, normally, from my research into how you behave as an author when you're doing a book signing, it's customary to ask the person who wants you to sign the book, is there any message you would like me to place?
Yeah, but they're not here. They're not here. It's my brothers, my sister, and my friends. They're not here. They're in a different state. I'm not like at the friggin' Walmart outside on a table.
With a book signing going on.
You know the person then, don't you? You should, in which case, if you actually know the person and its family, you should address it. Dear, what's it, Uncle Cletus? Yeah? Whatever. And write it to him. Do you know what I mean? Just like, thought you'd love this. Your loving nephew, Quantum Eraser. Or whatever. You know what I mean? And if he was keeping it generic, I'd put something, for me, I'd put something like, keep it flat, you know? Or, dear Brian, welcome to Flat Earth.
Or go forth and find the globe, you will discover the flat earth. Something like that.
Yeah, but they're already going to discover it in the book. Why do they have to go anywhere? They can just sit down.
I don't know, but we always said they still got to go out and make that discovery for themselves, so they know the earth is flat. They've got to know it.
No, they don't. I've already done all that work for them. Let me correct myself. We've already done that work for them. It's called the book. Now, they can go out and confirm some of these things if they'd like, but they really don't have to.
No, but I reckon they should. That's why I would say that. Go forth.
But I wouldn't.
Prove the globe, you will discover the flat earth.
I wouldn't. I'd just read the book. I wouldn't. It's my book, my show. You can do what you want.
Yeah, I couldn't write that to you, Jin. I'd have to say, you've discovered it yourself. I'd say to, dear Mr. Jin, in Japan, a reference for your outstanding knowledge.
And then your response should be, here's some Wagu. A5. That should be your response.
Yeah, he loves his Wagu, doesn't he?
He's been trying to get his hands on it, man. Maybe you could help him out, Jen.
Yeah. Wagyu beef.
You
No,
got the Wagu in the book, Jin.
yeah,
as well.
yeah, Wagu's in the book, dude. And it's not any
Right.
Wagyu. It's A5 Wagyu, specifically.
All
Why
right.
don't you try that again?
It's A5 Wagyu.
Okay. Okay.
So it's in the book, Jen. If you would have bought a copy, you'd know that by now.
That's why he's priming us to get a signed copy. You can see it. You can see it.
You can see
It's
it
too
coming.
polite.
Let me go
I'm
to
just
that.
figuring out what to write in that inside cover.
See if I could go there. Let's see. That's got to be chapter 11. I'm absolutely. Chapter 11. Where is that Wagyu? It's a specific
Look at him
type of
flipping
Wagyu.
through his book. Look at him flipping through his book.
I'm flipping through my.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lo-
What's that?
Those who seek the globe will find the flat earth. How about that?
Oh, here it is, Jen. You ready to write down? This is what I need. Okay. Ready? You ready?
Hang on.
Oh, good grief. Don't do it.
Yes. Yeah. At ease, Flatsy. You ready?
I'm just getting a pen. Hang on. At ease.
But you can't tell me at ease. I outrank you.
Just why are you sorting that? What page number are we on? I've got
Oh,
mine
I'm
here.
sorry. I'm sorry. This is chapter 11. Just a matter of perspective. Page 241.
241. Oh, I'm there. I'll read along with you.
Okay, where's my bloody pencil?
He's still searching for a pen.
All right, go ahead.
This is what I need.
Come on.
I need a Japanese Wagyu A5 BMS 12 Tajima ribeye. Sir. That's the world's finest.
Was that Tojima?
Tajima. How do you say that correctly?
Yeah, Tajima.
Tajima. Yep,
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I need. Japanese.
Yeah, Tajima ribeye, isn't it? Ribeye.
Yeah, now you get the other stuff right. Japanese Wagyu A5 BMS Bravo.
Yeah,
Mike
I've got that. BMS.
Sierra 12. 12
Yes,
baby.
got that. Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, Tajima ribeye.
Yes, sir. That's what I need. That's page 241.
I'm having a trauma response because I'm remembering back when we were on this page and I had to argue with you, QE.
No, ribeye should be capitalized, so I don't care what
No.
you got to say.
No.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, and that's final.
No.
Now, what did I say? There's no take backsies.
You're silly.
Okay. We squared away, Jen?
However, silly or not, you actually won. That's it. It's lowercase.
I know.
in the book.
It's lowercase in the
Wagyu.
book. That's not winning. It's not winning.
That is
Adam.
winning. Yeah,
No,
it
it's
is.
No, it's not.
I don't need to get the last word. Go ahead and get it, QE.
I don't need the last word. I had the first word. Okay, let's see what we got here. We're going to switch. Any business we need to take care of before I switch over to the cross-eyed klutz, Gomer Pyle F Stick?
Well, not really, but unless anybody's not noticed, we've offered a book. It's available now on Amazon as ebook on Kindle or available in the paperback. Welcome to Flat Earth. Type it in there, and it should pop up straight away.
Jen, you're back feeding.
Okay, I apologize for that.
Go ahead, Adam.
But other than that, no, nothing particular to announce. Other than say, like I said, I really enjoyed. I think just so you can get back, just to link it back. I really enjoyed Saturday night. I'd wandered in there and had a good chat with the guys. And unashamedly, like I've just done there, tried to promote the book a little bit, as well as, engaging in a bit of destroying a baller with their absolute ridiculous arguments. And then apparently you found something afterwards.
I did, just by accident. I just let it roll and I started doing something else. Probably pressing the flesh, if you know what I mean. And I just let it roll, and then all of a sudden I heard the cross-eyed klutz Gomer Pyle F Stick come in, so I decided to listen and then change the course of history by starting out with that today.
So,
also got a message.
Go on, start it. Let's get me annoyed at something or amused at something.
Yeah. Before we get started, I also got a message this morning from a book purchaser that said, literally, about the book, absolutely epic.
So, who?
It is very true, though.
I tried to tell him, right? This book is unmatched and will never be surpassed in its proficiency, technical and tactical. Never be surpassed. The narrative, the narrative is so pristine and so creative. Shout out to Evening. That it marries each other in a way that I could never had expected. It just flows. It's just.
Well, you hooked me.
It's wonderful, and like I said, his words absolutely epic. Did I respond to him? I think I did. What did I say?
Who is it?
Platter. Okay, I'll share it. 1 second. Right here. So, just in case they think I'm lying, huh? Well, come up, for God's sake. All right, let's hit there we go. Oh, it's either too big or too small. I know that's what she said. There you go. So, sorry, if I make it big, it's going to go off across the page, so you won't see it. I'll have to go back. Let's try it. All right. Hey, what the piss? Oh, I can't do that. Oh, there you go. Okay. I think I got it now. So, Player, just finished reading the book. Absolutely epic. That's what I keyed in on. It dismantles the globe delusion with humility, joy, wit, incisive logic. Damn. Making incisions with logic. And irrefutable proofs. It was such a good idea to do it from Betty's conversational pilgrimage perspective, yet I can hear each of your voices as I read it. End of message.
That's so stinking precious. And also, Platter's, he's one of those that is really finding it so funny that people aren't reading past, this is a work of fiction.
A lot of people are having a problem with that, Adam. Did you put that in there? Did you put that in there purposely?
No, as an author, you see, you have to be careful in terms of the claiming of the word. So, the trouble with what's happening, isn't it, is we're cherry picking, aren't we? When we go to not even the first page of the book to find it. So the work of fiction. I'll just qualify it. The central character and narrative framework are products of the author's imaginations. Any resemblance as to actual persons, living or dead, events or locals is entirely coincidental. You'll notice we've not mentioned any of the facts there. There, just the narrative. It's very clear.
Wait a second. You're continuing to read? You're saying there's more after that first statement?
Well, there was more that would have helped those people not reach the false conclusion or indictment that they wished to present.
Yeah.
By just reading the next sentence.
People can't read. People can't read, though.
Well, they read the first bit, which is why when you get to the end of a sentence and you're still in the mid-paragraph, I wonder why they didn't learn to continue reading. But anyway. The educational content, concepts, and information presented within the story are based on real sources and are supported by citations.
Uh-oh.
The materials are provided for informational and educational purposes only. See, so I'll carry on. While every effort has been made to ensure the accuracy and time of publication, readers should consult primary sources or professionals for specific applications. The authors and publishers are not responsible for any errors or omissions or for any consequences arising from the use of information contained herein. That's what's called a standard disclaimer, but it does describe the two sections of the text for you. The narrative, which we don't claim is an autobiography in any way. It's, as noted there, we hung it, the way in which we present all the factual information and citation around Betty's experience in Flat Earth. And to be honest with you, it's so much better for me writing and constructing that. It was she's a nicer person than I, so it was much easier. And like, you know what I mean, you're not fibbing, but you're not really being anything other than describing. And we really relied on Betty in the rewriting process to input that, to give it that Bettyfication, which was a word I invented as an author at the beginning of the process.
Let's read through this again. Glue sniffers. This is a work of fiction. Then you stop right there and you start laughing. But your dumbasses don't continue to read. I'm gonna put it in practical language for you, as the other author kind of flowered it up. You know, if you keep reading, right, the central character and narrative framework are products of the author's imaginations. See, that connects with this. Yeah? Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, events or locales is entirely coincidental. Still connected with that. Do you understand that? Do you have a small grade reading comprehension level above sea level, glue sniffers? Now, then what does it say? For me, I would have put however here, but that's me. But I'll go ahead and put it in for you anyway. However, the educational content, concepts, and information presented within this story are based on real sources. Can you define the difference between real and fiction for us? Yeah. Idiots. You fell right into the bear trap. Real sources and are supported by citation.
You know what this reminds me of, QE?
What?
You know what it reminds me of. Where you would put some crazy stuff in the middle of your presentations when you'd send them over to some Evotard or Baltard, and just to see if they read it, and they usually never do, and you can tell because you always put something in there that they should respond to.
Yeah. So it was back in the day in Evotardville when I was noticing the things that I was writing back in rebuttal of their train wrecks, that they weren't reading my material. So what I'd do is I'd start off with a nice sized paragraph and right about here, right about in here. And I discovered on this journey that there are pictures of you with midgets in the carnival doing sordid deeds. So I put that in there and then kept on with what I was talking about with Evotardia. And then they'd respond back and I'd say, so are you doing sordid things with carnival midgets? And they were like, what the hell are you talking about? I said, yeah, it was in the reading material I sent you. That's the last they posted to me. So, yeah, it's a bear trap. It's a landmine. It's a bouncing Betty.
Well, it wasn't this. That was, but this wasn't intended. So this is just a descriptor of the book. It's just on the inside. It's just the disclaimer. So you can read it. And the reason it doesn't say however is because I'm not talking to anyone. It's a statement of facts.
Oh, right.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm not addressing it. It's almost a legal statement. If you see, it's not prose.
Yes. It's not prose. I really like that word. Prose. It's not prose.
We are pros. We're pros at the pros. You know why? Because we're authors.
We're pros at the pros. Yeah. Little English chicanery there, but yes, you are correct.
Hello there, Brian. I hope you're having a swell potato day.
Yeah. Are you is he out there? Brian. Guess not. Is his little thing grayed out? Let me see.
No, it's green.
Huh. He's stonewalling us.
Probably at the checkout in Tesco's.
Sorry. I'll be in a few minutes.
He's on a potato marathon. He'll be with us in a couple minutes.
So where were we before we keep going sideways?
Yeah, we go. It's cool that we get. I like going sideways.
I like it.
Because a lot of our sideways has more cowbell than the rest of the direction, the purposeful direction of others. Yeah. So, back to the topic with the cross-eyed klutz Gomer Pyle F Stick. That's where we were at. This little charade right here.
So how long after I've left then is this occurring?
It was a while. I think it was a while. Don't ask me a question, then stop, and then start again. Me and you, we got problems. There's a definite issue with that. I think we need to devote some time to it.
That's because I'm too relaxed. Because it's like sitting at home, innit? And like when you're talking, I don't care if I ever talk to you sometimes because it's like, it's not rude. And sometimes you've just got to realise, you're the one that say I'm considered and I pause. So of all the people that should always mitigate for any additional dramatic pause from me, it's you.
Yeah, but that doesn't follow after a question. Now, if the question's rhetorical, and its prose is stated in that tense, then I don't have a problem with it. But if it's like an actual question and you stop, be prepared for an answer.
Fair enough. Forgot.
Because an answer is coming. It's on the way quickly.
I'm going to ensure that there's no intonation at the end of any question that I might ask. So it can't be supposed. I'd sound Australian when you do that, don't you? They always put the intonation at the end anyway. Even if it's not a question, they'll make you sound like a question.
Oh, I got to update you guys on something too. I'm not going to update it here. But Flatsy, remind me when we head back to the cave that I need to bring up something. How do I want? Just say special, and then that'll trigger me. Even though it's not all that special, but it's special. It'll trigger me. Got it?
Okay, got it.
All right, thank you. I keep forgetting. I forgot the past 2 days. Okay. Did I tell you that what I had arrived today, right outside the door? I took a little peek outside the front door, and it was down there. The box was sitting there, and I said, I didn't order anything recently. I wonder what that may be. It was that. That's right, baby. It looks like it got a couple authors on the front. I'm just saying.
On the outside and a few on the inside.
This one, a couple on the inside, few on the inside. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the one. That's what I seen outside. Now, I didn't see that. It was covered up, but I brought it in. As soon as I brought it in, the cat, because it's a box, you know what happens with cats. I laid a bear trap for him because I knew it would provoke him. So I put it on the kitchen table, opened it up. And I went on in the kitchen doing some stuff with a weathered eye in his direction. All I hear is plop down where he was residing in his perch. And I said, yeah, he's coming over. So I snuck over to the corner of the counter where he couldn't see me. And he jumped up on the table and jumped right on top of the box with the books in it. And I was on him like a duck on a June bug. How about that sidebar, huh? That's a pretty good damn story. You know why? Because I'm an author.
To read your book.
He wants to read my book. Oh my God. Okay, let's get.
Yeah, he was curious, wasn't he? Curiosity there. Almost got himself killed.
Almost. All right. So, well, should we wait for Brian? I think we should wait for Brian. Yeah, I think we should, because he's going to want a part in this. Because the cross-eyed klutz, Gomer Pyle F Stick, has a sort of a relationship with Brian and Adam. No, Brian Adams. That I don't want him to miss anything.
I won't be too long, maybe another 7 minutes.
7? Damn, he's got it down to... I love precision. But how accurate is it?
That's got to be accurate, because if he was pulling a number randomly, it would have been 9. So it's got to be accurate.
Yeah, we got 7 minutes. We got to fill some dead air.
That's it, now, too much pressure. I don't know, what could we possibly talk about to fill dead air? Is there anything...
Did you see... sorry, Adam, did any of you see the latest development on AI's autonomous robots that they, in China the other day, they broke the record of the half marathon by 7 minutes. Autonomous robots, China, Beijing.
They ran the marathon?
Yeah, they ran a half marathon. That's what, 12 miles, yeah. And they broke the record. The Kenyans' record was broken the other day by 7 minutes.
Yeah, but they don't need anything. The aerobic capacity isn't even considered with them. That's a false equivalence.
It's just amazing, that's all.
It's not amazing.
You know, it's autonomous.
I don't care if it's autonomous or not. They're not breathing.
No, of course not.
They're not getting...
They're not intelligent either.
They're not getting that fucking pain in the side, you know, the sword when it comes into your side. You know that one that's debilitating?
The stitch we call that, yeah.
Call it a stitch, huh? I give you a stitch.
Yeah, they don't get into the stitch mode, yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean, but I still think it's amazing that it can a robot can do that now. Run a marathon. You know,
F-16 also did the marathon too, and it broke the record by 24 minutes. By what's the fastest time?
Yeah, Ferrari would be fast. But what amazed me is if that robot could do it whilst carrying a copy of Welcome to Flat Earth, and I would like to see that.
You can see they're going to be the ones delivering those books for you. You watch.
I like it. They'd be there faster than a Kenyan could bring it.
Yeah, that's established.
Right.
And still be able to have a half-decent conversation because of the aerobic capacity. Doesn't exist.
You can't have a real conversation with AI.
Without it lying
you
to
can
you.
A Kenyan. Yeah.
If it read the book, it would be well knowledgeable there. Real knowledge.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be a real conversation. It could recite the book. It could make suggestions based on things that it's been programmed to do. But it wouldn't read the book and it wouldn't laugh.
You know what I mean? It would have a rebuttal.
Well, not much of one from what we've seen AI produce as a rebuttal. It will focus on points it knows and can confirm, and will use other people's existing arguments to address something. But it won't create anything like that in of itself. It won't formulate an argument based on what it's any kind of abductive thought. It can't do that.
They'll be using big
not
words.
Intelligent.
Don't be using big words like that. Most people don't understand what that is.
A gift from your intelligence. Couldn't say abducted from nowhere. Or a gift from God.
Hey.
Or a signifier of how intelligence works. That's the sometimes that's what intelligence is. You can have all the knowledge, but it's when you put those things together. Your intelligence puts it together. Well, that AI doesn't do that unless you tell it to search for the thing that your brain sometimes intuitive just puts there for you. Now, it'll do it faster if you've told it to do it, but it will never just come up with the idea.
Huh.
Yeah, you've got to prompt it. You've always got to prompt that AI. Yeah, absolutely. Push it in the right direction.
I've asked AI a few questions. That was in the past. That was like maybe a year ago. Maybe it's much better now, but I put them in a hammerlock, just simple questions, and it outright lied to me and then corrected itself when I said, that is incorrect because of this, this, and that. And it's, what was that? What was the response, the trademark response that it always gave? Like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
this is in your face. Yeah, I didn't mean to lie, or I'm not purposely deceiving. I think they call them hallucinations, and the programmers put it down for its desire to please. I don't think so. I think there's gatekeeping and there's certain responses that it gives, and there's lots of people show this. If you press it, it will then change the information, whether you're dealing with history or whatever, all sorts of stuff. But it'll give a rhetoric first, always will. Like you said, if we question it, 10th was good at questioning AI. Yeah, he'll go through and spend time, and you can spend time and then get it to fess up. I did it on
you did it.
Gyroscopes.
Yes.
Yeah, but spent 8. See, the initial statement was just such a lie, saying the gyroscope was coming out, and then I finally got it to admit that the differential between the GPS or the WGS 84 projection that shows variance to the gyroscope is not a consequence of gyroscope drift. It's a consequence of having to realign the WGS 84. But they describe it as the gyroscope drift, but it's not. It's the realignment they have to apply to the WGS 84. The gyroscope does exactly what it says on the tin. Do you know what I mean? So but that's not the initial rhetoric it gives you. It tells you that the gyroscope's drifting and they have to adjust to it's the opposite way round.
Adjust to imagination, to the imagination, the WGS 84, that's just imagined.
Yeah. But that's the variance that ballers will describe. But that variance, like I said, when you first question it, you get answer A, and when you then drill down, and this is what's important, when you provide it evidence, well, this is incorrect, this contradicts this contradicts this, you just said that, then it will actually start to fess up the truth and describe fully what's happening. Go on, Brian.
Go ahead, Brian.
Sorry, I'm finished now. Thank you for waiting for me, everyone. I appreciate that.
Yep.
What AI does is AI gives you an answer, basically a statement and a claim. And if you're not knowledgeable enough or sharp enough to rebut that claim, that's what it leaves you with.
Yep.
When you show it that you know better, right, then suddenly it's making apologetics, right? And it doesn't mind making apologetics, right, once you show it knows better. But if you give it the impression you don't know better, it will leave you with misinformation.
Sure. Yeah. Now, it'll apologize to you, not make apologetics. It apologizes to you personally.
I think sometimes I was thinking, probably going back a good while ago, that it's looking to find who the smart asses are. And they find them all the time.
Yeah.
I think last year, an AI was given a piece of information, a piece of scandal, right, make-believe scandal about one of its producers, right? And then it was threatened with being shut down. And it offered up this bit of scandal in order to protect itself, apparently, so it wouldn't get shut down. It was trying to get the guy who was going to shut him down to be in trouble, basically.
Cool. All right, we ready?
Yeah,
that's like Terminator 3.
Let's do it.
No Terminator 3's Liquid Plumber stuff. Or was that Terminator 2? No, Terminator 3 was Liquid Plumber, right?
Yeah, but it's the guy that creates the chip, isn't it? That recovers the chip first. And he ain't himself up to save it, you see.
Yeah.
Or kill his maker. Save himself. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's throw it over now. Go ahead. Oh, I did want to announce something. I have a new refrigerator rule. I want to let everyone know before we started. If anyone comes in here that's not new, like new to Flat Earth or new to the topic area, and they come in here and they think they're all that, I have 3 questions before we begin our discussion. I just want to let everyone know that. I will stop the conversation when they come in, whatever drivel that they have, and I've got 3 simple questions to ask that they must answer. Not trick questions. They're very easy questions. If they're legitimate, people, genuine people, they'll be able to answer with little effort. If they don't answer it, I'm going to kick them out. I'm going to mule kick you out of here. No excuses. I just want to let everyone know that. We good? I'm not going to tell you the questions yet. You'll hear them when we get our...
I was not going to ask.
Go
ahead.
I was not going to ask. I don't think that makes sense. It might encourage someone to come in and again be asked the questions, which is what I want.
Yeah.
It would be better.
Yeah. And then you could give me your feedback on my questions, whether you think that they're too difficult or unfair. I don't see that happening because these are simple questions.
I'm more likely right now to evaluate them from an Arthurian point of view. Do you know what I mean? And say, well, I like the way you've constructed that sentence and that question.
Yeah. And like I said, if they do not answer any one of the questions correctly, it's immediate boot. Immediate.
Has your questions been checked for hyphenation by Flatsy?
They're not written questions. I'm going to speak them.
Yeah, well, we know if it's Adam that is being corrected, he may not always correct them when you correct them.
For the final copy.
Yeah. With every S turned into a bleeding Z.
Oh, boy. Jeez.
Yeah, that was a nightmare. I agree.
That's just a top tip for anybody else co-authoring book in a transatlantic way. Stick to English.
The way that they would write things and I would evaluate, and the way that we would write things and I would evaluate, it would get all muddled together, and there would be a recognized with a Z and one with an S.
Noticed how he said transatlantic. That was really good, Adam. Like, that made all the difference right there. It was a factor. No doubt about it.
But nothing to be done about the citations with their Z's and all that.
Yeah, you
Those
can't
have to stay that way.
You can't do, whatever they write, they write. That you can't mess with anything. Okay. I think that's it. I think we're ready. All right, you guys ready? Let's give a, we should be good. I'm not going to give any sound check. If they don't hear it out there, then they'll let me know. All right, to your question, Adam, I think this is at 10 hours, 9 minutes, 22 seconds. I think you left at, let's get you. Last time I see you in here.
I mean, the only reason I'm asking is, did he wait a reasonable time to come running and try and stab me in the back, which is what I assume is going to happen?
Yes.
Is it a gentlemanly amount of time?
It was pretty close, maybe 45 minutes, 50 minutes, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Oh, good. So enough time for him to get really pissed off that I've been in and he's missed his opportunity, and now he just come after do it and I'm not there.
We'll see. I only listened to it once last night. I didn't listen to it again this morning. So some of it's going to be, I'll probably catch some new stuff, because I just went through it real quick. I had other stuff I had to do last night, but I earmarked this for today. So we'll just roll with it. Play it by ear. What?
Look where it's. Okay.
What?
So wherever it's like around 9:30, I think, like on the screen that's going by where it shows you the date and the time. It's around there.
Huh?
Unless you already got it marked where it starts.
I already got it marked. That's where we're starting. Here we go. Ready? Let's go.
Oh, yo, AI. You missed Adam Meekin in here earlier, by the way.
Oh, we got no back lats letting Gomer Pyle idiot know that he's missed Adam. Thanks a lot, no back.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Oh God, I have to warn you. We got the friggin' train wreck disaster of a mic that's been going on for the past 8 years with this clown. Sometimes he'll just come in. He won't even come in. There'll be people discussing things, and you'll see him in the background light up, and it'll be like drills or pounding a nail in a door or just random shit like that from this clown. Just FYI.
Just real mic etiquette on that guy.
Nice. What did you
Fix your mic, clown.
He's quick to critique other people who make the live stream sound like crap, but he's the main culprit.
Yeah, I know.
I wanted to come in on his book. He talked with one guy for a little bit.
Not only his book.
I let him take over because I spoke to the guy for a little bit and.
What they're like these they sound like
I'm sorry, Daddy, that I did this. You forgive me.
Yeah, like it's little idiot underlings. Yeah. I'm sorry I did it to you. Really, Gemsy?
He did a good job in my opinion. So
in your opinion, he did a good job. Good thing we're not looking for opinions in this discussion, because that would be subjective. Right? We're speaking about the nature of our reality, which is objective. So you're in a complete category error. We could give a shit less on your opinion. Yeah? You clown? Gemsy, you and your smoking cigars, and you can't be a Glober if you smoke cigars? Yeah. Yeah, that one. Outstanding performance there, by the way.
yeah, he was pretty cool.
Thanks.
I know I've only read the excerpt that was freely available, and it had a major error in it.
Oh, it did? What's the major error?
Which technically wasn't a claim, so it could be forgiven, but it was still a major error.
It was still a major error. Okay. What's that?
Man, that's enlightening.
That's the excerpt that, like, if you're going to buy the book, it says here's a little sample.
Wait, I gotta turn. I can't hear this idiot because his mic's train wreck. Here we go. Let's try it.
And then I heard one global.
No, not then. No, not then. We need to see the major error, village idiot. Come on and support what you say, or you're a village idiot. So not then. Not then. Go back. Yeah. Ass clown.
Over reviewing it.
Let's go back.
Which technically wasn't a claim, so it could be forgiven, but it was still a major error. That's the excerpt that, like, if you're going to buy the book, it says here's a little sample. And then I heard one global.
He heard, right? Yeah. No. You don't pass go here, clown. Somebody go get this dumbass and tell him to report here. He's going to have to give account for his baseless assertions and start supporting what he says, because I've had it already. Go back. Here we go.
Anyone have a message from him telling us what the error is? Because, like, he is a flat earther, isn't he? And, like,
No.
Surely he'd want the book by his claim, not your assessment.
Go ahead, Adam. Go ahead, finish, because I butted in there with no.
If he is what he says he is, then surely. And if anybody spotted an error, please. We're not infallible. We're bloody brilliant, right? But we're not infallible. So if you did spot something, unless you know, being malicious, but if there's something genuine, then I'd always welcome somebody to bring that to my attention.
Yeah. But remember, this is not only an error; it's a major error.
Even more so, just send me. You could Skype, you could send it in Teams. There's enough connections, isn't there, to you know, make that message. Especially if it's a major error, then I'd like to deal with it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, more like a major idiot.
Oh. It's a major question as to, if he is a flat earther, why he wouldn't want to help other flat earthers, or just keep this major error secret, not even share it with the other flat earthers in the room.
Yeah.
But then move on, if we appear to be. We're not going to tell us what the major error is then.
But that's how you, this is a tactic for people to enact their power over others. See, he already has a power dynamic over these people. That's why they talk to him the way that they do. And the way that you keep power, especially on the internet, is to act like you got something that they don't know, but they want to know.
Oh,
no.
Exactly.
Wait a second. Is he a secret? Hold up. Is he a secret king? Yeah.
Kind of.
Sounds more like the IRGC than...
Oh, no acronyms here. What does that mean?
The Islamic Republican Guard of Iran, isn't it? The one that you're probably kicking the living shit out of, who rule by fear and power.
Yeah, these flat earthers should be able to spot this after so long of being deceived and coming to the truth. You would think that they'd be able to spot this kind of behavior at least after a while. I don't think that you should be able to spot it right away, because sometimes you gotta, things kind of just come to you, you know? But you always know something's not right, not quite right, and then it comes to you. Well, this is the reason why.
Yeah, he needs to support what he says. It's real simple. Go ahead, Brian.
First of all, Flatsy's 100% correct. That's exactly what he does, because he's given the like, no one there is going to try and say which is it. The chances are no one's going to ask him what it is. If he doesn't say, they're probably just going to clam up and say nothing. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to, really, what's that? What is it? Do you know what I mean? Even just a genuine question that most people aren't going to ask him. And then obviously he doesn't give what it is. But on what Adam said, no, I think the IRGC remain in Iran, and they're not trying to invade other places. So no, they're not ruling by fear. They are not the ones who are invading other places.
Oh, brother.
Okay, Brian.
All right, let's move.
And then I heard one Glover reviewing it, and they were reviewing the Sea Sparrow argument. And
you heard one Glober reviewing it? Do you listen to Globers? Look, I stopped doing that like 6 years ago.
How could any reasonable flat earther form an opinion that they'd share with others based on a Glober's review of it? Surely by now, as a flat earther, you've learned you're going to make a statement. Just buy the book, read it, and make an appraisal. Not listen to a Glober and go, and then I heard a Glober say this, and he said it was crap. And they can't spell.
It's so funny.
You cross-eyed klutz. Gomer Pyle F Stick. You don't even realize you're train wrecking yourself, do you? You're that stupid. But go on, continue on.
Interesting. No, don't go. What's interesting is look at what we've done. We've not turned up in his kitchen and shat on his countertops, have we? We've made a flat Earth book, and his first contribution is to poison the well with nonsense so far. But it's very telling. His approach to it, his bitterness. He couldn't actually, even though we don't get along, because I think he's a bit of a goon and he's got an agenda, he's displaying why I don't get along with him. Because of his agenda, his bitterness. But yeah, and as you say, he's so dumb, he doesn't realise. Even though they're not strong enough to maybe stand up to him, they can all witness it.
I mean, he could just approach you, Adam, and say, see this part here in the book. I don't agree with that because of X, Y, Z reason. I mean, you'd be amicable if he was amicable that way.
No. Not agree, disagree. He said that there was a major error. Factual. So he'd have to go about it a different way.
I'm not, okay. But the point is, he's saying that publicly. He could have just approached Adam and said, Adam, listen, see this part in the book. Instead of coming publicly into this server saying there's a major error in whatever part of the book and then not saying what it is.
Yeah.
Sounds like
he's going to go. Yeah, he's going to go. Thea doesn't actually exist. Probably something as major as that.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm more than open, Brian, and like I say, the way in which you deal with these things is very telling to anybody of an intelligence. And anybody, like, if you listen to, like I say, I complimented the guys there. They've not got an agenda. Yeah. But they can hear an agenda. And like I said, that's really...
Yeah, if you were only in there... Hold on.
No, I'm finished. If all AI wants is a signed copy, I'll do him a signed copy, all right? Stop crabbing and saying you're having to listen to ballers to get it. I'll send you one.
You're making a judgment only on a brief interaction. Now, you did stay a couple hours. Good for you. But you can't make a ruling on the Land of Misfit Toys 2.0 from just a couple hours. Sorry.
I didn't. I said during my time there.
Yeah. Okay.
Caveat.
There we go.
One Globe were reviewing it, and they were reviewing the Sea Sparrow argument. And if what they said is true, because I was only listening, if what they said is true, then that will.
If what they said was true, but I was only listening?
Yeah, but then this is the trouble, isn't it? If what the baller said was true, you'd still think you live on a ball. This is the credibility of your witness. And you even mitigate if what they said was true. What, the ballers? When have you started thinking that the things they're saying is true?
Adam.
This is what I'm saying. Buy the book. I'll send you a copy. Just a comment from an informed position AI. It sounds weird, mate.
But Adam, he was only listening. What the hell is that?
You wasn't watching YouTube as well.
What does that mean? You were only listening. What? You freaking.
Isn't that the point? Isn't that the point of, like, you're listening to a critique? You were only listening, like, that means you weren't, like, absorbing, comprehending, what?
Oh my God, man. That's why I said cross-eyed klutz, Gomer Pyle F Stick. Go ahead and pound away at the C4 fire some more, sir.
And if what they said is true, because I was only listening, if what they said is true, then that one got wrecked.
I didn't catch that. What did he say?
If what they said was true, but right, have you bothered to check whether what they said was true?
Yeah,
no?
But what did he say? What did he say after? I'm going to have to put CC up.
I think he says that one got wrecked, as in that supposed argument got wrecked.
Let's see.
I think that's what he said.
Let's see.
He said it's true because I was only listening. If what they said is true, then that one got wrecked.
That one got wrecked.
That's what he said.
Yep.
What? How could he say a Glover wrecked one of the well put together arguments in the book without reading it himself?
I don't know.
I heard a bit about this. right? I heard a bit about this earlier from Tinfoil Hatman. He was telling me about it. He was laughing, right? He said that what they did, right? What they did was they complicated the matter. They supposedly brought in military experts of some kind, supposedly, and they left out some very specific information. And one of the things they said, from what I could gather, was so totally unbelievably stupid. One of their critiques was that the 50 kilometers, right, that's stated, right, that first of all, it's your thing that comes from you more or less, that you made up or something. It's not from you. It's like, that was statements from the US Navy. You didn't just make this stuff up. I remember this years ago, right? Now, some of these individuals are aware of that. But what they did is that the 50 stated distance of 50 kilometers, right? Now, and as you said, and I originally heard from the US Navy that was much further than that, right? But it doesn't matter that that's what they give at the moment officially. That's only the distance that the rockets or missiles go. It's like, why would the missiles have a distance of 50 kilometers if the targeting system didn't have a distance of 50 kilometers? Idiots! You know what I mean? That is so stupid. You can tell there's no thought going on there, is there?
Yeah, I'm not. They don't even know what they're talking about. AI or the Globers, they're clueless. So let's continue here. Let me go back 5 seconds. We got the wrecked, huh? Yeah, right. And Penelope Pitstop was Bruce Lee's grandfather.
What they said is true because I was only listening. If what they said is true, then that one got wrecked in the book, the way they presented it. Some of
That got wrecked in the book, the way they presented it. Huh? Did you read the book? No. Idiots.
I guess I'm gonna have to get this book and give it the fine red pen treatment.
Oh, brother. Yeah, we've got our work cut out for us then, don't we?
We got friggin' Gomer Pyle F Stick, Mr. Magoo, evaluating with a red pen Hemingway. That's what this is tantamount to. You ass clown. I can't wait. Somebody get me the red pen. I need to see this shit. Because we're going to have a field day, probably a field week with your dumbass. My God, man. What? What do you have, delusions of grandeur or something? Cross-eyed klutz, Gomer Pyle F Stick. You couldn't evaluate a fucking Cracker Jack box competently.
Maybe a physical copy and buy like a $27.25 nice 0.05 micron pen or whatever the heck.
What? Are you giving us nomenclature of the dumb fuck pen you're gonna use? Who are you, Red's Pretenderic? You know, my Selectron Celatron with the 5-disc GPS and the BR549 Q36 explosive space modulator. Is that what you're trying to do here? Fucking clown.
The red little rollerball tip. Oh yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
I can't wait.
There you go. Do you see what I mean? See? It's the attitude. I'm going to rip it apart. It's going to be sweet. Not, actually, this book might be useful for us all. Look at the approaching attitude. It's a bitter little pathetic man, really. You can hear it.
It's the pre-assumption that he's qualified to do it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Well, with the air of confidence, everybody will believe you if you say it confidently enough.
Yeah, he could probably get away with it in the English hub where he's talking to children that they don't understand English and can hardly speak it. He'll probably get away with it in here. I'll tell you what, Gomer Pyle F Stick, you cross-eyed bozo. Step out of that little dumb fuck echo chamber you got there. Let's see what happens then. Hey, son. friggin' pogue.
Yeah, the Sea Sparrow thing is a problem because they're talking about Sea Sparrow Block 2. QE's argument was Sea Sparrow Block 1.
They talking about the Block 2? Did any hello out there? I guess no one's listening. Crit said they were the dumbass globetards were talking about the Evolved Sea Sparrow Missile Block 2. That wasn't my argument. It's the Evolved Sea Sparrow Missile Block 1.
But they always go to Block 2. They always talk about Block 2, even though for 14 years, the U.S. Navy, the most powerful Navy in the history possibly of humanity, right, successfully used this targeting and system to, take out low-flying aircraft and other ships, at a great distance.
Yep.
Ignore all that. Let's talk about the Block 2 system, which, if they understood it, completely annihilates them, even worse than Block 1. But Block 1 is easier for people to understand.
Yeah.
But point is that your argument and the argument is not Block 2, it's Block 1 with the pencil beam targeting system.
Yep. Good job, Globers and idiot flat earthers that don't know what the friggin' argument is. That's not surprising at all, because you still don't know what the Black Swan argument is. It's a little worse with the Block 2 because that come out long before the Black Swan argument did. I mean, I had that the Evolved Sea Sparrow Missile Block 1 from, I nicked it off of Mark Sargent. He had that Navy weapons specialist on, and he had him on for a little while, but he left me wanting more. I even messaged Mark Sargent about it when I first heard the argument because I knew it was a killer. And I messaged him and I said, hey, listen, I have some questions for the guy to make it more clear. But Mark, I think the gentleman, the Navy guy, had PCS. And he went somewhere else and it was hard to get in touch with him. So I completed the argument because there was a lot.
Yeah.
There was some holes in the argument that needed filled, and I'm just the guy to do it.
I love this because I've got it on page 146, and this is what really puts the punch to the argument. As the ESSM Block 1 was successfully being used from this time, does this disprove the existence of any curvature, or at least from 2004 to 2020?
Yeah. That was nicely done by Evening.
This is weird, isn't it? Forget the book, right, for now. How many presentations? It's been on the website for I don't know how long. Has that argument been there and fundamentally made that distinction between Type 1 and Type 2? So if somebody's bringing that up, and I'm addressing AI here, you seriously saying you forgot that argument? You've never heard it
He
before?
never knew it. No, he never. No, he doesn't know it. No.
Wow. Well,
they don't even know
it.
Dude.
Focus on the nomenclature of the Sea Sparrows and the two types, not on the nomenclature of your pen. And your appraisal of the book may be slightly better than what I'm possibly anticipating.
Adam, these people in the Land of Misfit Toys 2.0, after 8 years of me being in there constantly destroying globetards and giving them arguments, even copy and pasting the argument and going through them step by step to have them copy, have them form, they still don't know what the Black Swan argument even is. Sir.
They should buy a copy of Welcome to Flat Earth and then they'll have it at their fingertips. They can read it, couldn't they, if they needed to, just to assure themselves of the argument. It's there. So much easier than waffling.
Yep. This is what
and not just the Black Swan argument, all the arguments, all the baller rhetoric.
Yep.
It's all there. Hold them to task.
Just before you go on, I couldn't remember earlier when I was in File that man. I couldn't remember where it was that the original information came from. And you just reminded me, it was Mark Sargent's website, he's subject matter experts. It was a naval officer himself who was speaking. I remember it now. He was speaking and saying that there's a 50 nautical mile range on this pencil beam radar. He was pointing at the thing. The guy who controls it, that's 60 statute miles, thereabouts.
Yeah, he was in charge of the target illumination radar on the ship.
Yes. Yeah, and that's the. So if they're saying that you don't know what you're talking about, you're wrong. It's not QE. You need to approach that naval officer who was in charge of it. Yeah.
Well, this is the beauty of the book. The book doesn't reference the naval officer that may or may not. It references the citations that the Navy get, which is why the citations state 50 kilometers, not the actual numbers that the bloke that used the machine and fired it would attest to, but just the citation. But that 50 kilometers is sufficient to destroy a ball. Yeah, we don't need to exaggerate. We've got the power of the citation, not necessarily the testimony. The testimony comes and adds pain to them, doesn't it? But you know, when the bloke who fired it says, actually, we could do pretty much 50 nautical miles. Well, that's a lot more than 50 kilometers, isn't it? That's about 100 odd, isn't it?
We can't get into just be careful because it's classified. But they gave us a number, source number, and it's at least that far. So that the number that's at least that far is 35 miles. So
that's more than enough, anyways.
Yep.
That's more than enough, anyways.
Thank you.
That's not the point.
Twice.
Yeah. It is more than enough. I know it's more than enough. That wasn't my point. I don't know why anyone is critiquing me on that. I'm pointing out what the naval officer who used the thing and was in charge of the thing said. Yeah. Now, why would, if they think someone is lying or someone has it wrong or don't know what they're talking about, then it's not you, QE, it's not Adam or anyone else or the book. They need to go to that naval officer.
No, they don't. That's what Adam was saying. All they have to do is they have to rebut the citation from the United States Navy. I think it was from the Navy or Raytheon. Let's check. Can't remember exactly what it was. I could go in the book.
Well, he was...
Relax, Brian.
That pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. I am fucking aware that 30 or 50 kilometers is fine. That's not the fucking
that's
point.
The wrong one. There we go.
Man, I love a hot potato.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
He's got such fire under him. Like
he does. He always does.
Brian. Go, Brian.
Yeah, because I'm misrepresented.
I wasn't challenging you. I'm promoting my book. I'm pointing out that bloke isn't in the book as the authority for our claim that we demonstrate. The authorities are the web archive from Raytheon, the documentation from Principles of Modern Radar, page 43, and navaltechnology.com. They're the things that we use it to prove it. It's not, like I said, the man who operates the machine, right? I'm not calling him a liar either. I think, well, if you said you did that, that's what you actually did and you're giving testimony and that was your job. I've got no reason to lie. But I'm saying in the book, I want better evidence than a single man's testimony, even though it proves my point even more, that we've got US documentation that proves our point. Something, that trains the bloke that fires it. It wasn't an attack on you. It's demonstrating the strength. It's not anecdotal evidence in this book. We won't.
Yeah.
You can use it, but it's not, to me, that's only a support once you've actually proven the point.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so you're good, Brian. Don't get pissed. You're all right. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, the Sea Sparrow thing is a problem because they're talking about Sea Sparrow Block 2. QE's argument was Sea Sparrow Block 1.
Oh, interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that could be the case, though.
I thought you said, what? Let's go back here. 1 second. I was on mute.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, that could be the case, though.
So what that you just said it was wrecked. But the other thing, no, I'm not done yet. You just said it was wrecked just a few seconds ago. Now it could be the case? Really? You dumbass cracker. You need to sew up your blowhole, right? Before you have all the facts. Village idiot. Go ahead, Adam.
Sorry. Well, before that could be the case. What? That a baller is lying about what a flat earther said and misrepresenting it? No shit. I mean that. Have you not learned that by now? This is what I say about disingenuous. Come on. This is like our Prime Minister. You're either lying or you're an absolute numpty.
Yep.
Suddenly, there's a big fat baller out there who's making stuff up, and it's devastating. Devastating to Flat Earth, remember, not just Dewey's book or Adam's book, yeah? It's devastating to Flat Earth. And, well, it's probably the case. And then another actual Flat Earther who's bothered to, or been awake for the past 8 years and remembered the argument, simply puts you right, and you go, yeah, I suppose. I mean, the level of inquiry that you must apply to everything before you open your mouth and make a definitive statement must be outstanding. No wonder you get through so many fine point bloody pens. Must be the copious notes you take in life.
What a clown, man. All right, what else does this idiot have to say?
Well, you know, you got to be fair to the people reading the book, because sometimes people reading the book can't follow it. You know what I mean?
Sometimes people reading the book can't tell? Can't tell what?
For real, you didn't even read it. How do you know?
What is this? You glue sniffing idiot. What did that mean? What?
We worked really hard.
God.
We worked really hard on it to be comprehensive for any layman to read through it and understand it. And then we got people who haven't even read it saying that you can't understand it. Like, what?
Ass clown.
Okay, so. Well, you know, you got to be fair to the people reading the book, because sometimes people reading the book can't follow it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they might think, oh, this doesn't lead to this conclusion, but then.
That this doesn't lead to this conclusion. We're over. I'm just fucking whelmed here with your meticulous attention to excruciating detail. OCD like, I'm just overwhelmed with it. You're a fucking idiot, dude. You know that. You're just talking out your ass, you dumbass pogue. And you know what pogue means because that's what you are. Clown.
And if somebody else shows, oh, right here and right here, it's fine.
If somebody else goes right here and right here, it's fine. Thanks for this rendition you just pulled out of your ass, right? That doesn't even exist.
But at the same time, like if an average.
Now we got an if statement. What? Huh? If.
Here, it's fine. But at the same time, like if an average person can't read it simply and follow your train of thought and, you know, follow your breadcrumbs of evidence that you've cited, maybe provided diagrams or explanations or places where they can validate it. Well, if it's not like that, then it's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a fucking problem if globetards don't have a reading comprehension or a small grade reading comprehension above sea level. Then it's going to be a problem. A problem for who? Are you defending globetards' ignorance? Is that what he's doing? Is that what this is? Hello?
It's trying to criticise without having read it, so he's postulating what could be a problem. If we don't explain it, it's a bit like, you know, when you see these cooking shows, and they go, but what's going to happen if he doesn't cook the meat right? It'll ruin the dish. Yeah? It's like just rhetoric, nonsense. It's just filling air. He's not actually making a point, is it? Because he's talking about something that could be is if we didn't put this in, if we didn't do this, then it might be a problem. Well, lovely. If my auntie had bollocks, she'd be my uncle. That might be a problem.
I thought that same thing when he was saying it. I wasn't thinking auntie because that's not in my lexicon.
Sorry.
But I was thinking if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle.
I Anglicanized it.
He's just an ass clown. It's just rambling incoherently over dumbass hypotheticals.
What the point I want to just read again? If you're a flat earther, surely your approach would be, I hope it's got this, and it destroys the ball. I hope they mention this. Yeah, I hope it does this. Not this mindset, this glass half full negativity.
Not only negativity, it's fucking stupid.
But then, I was just listening, so I don't know.
He was just listening, but he doesn't really know. What an ass clown you are, man. What the fuck does that mean? What, you were just listening? Is there anything else? What were you you weren't smelling or tasting or feeling? You were just listening? Hey. I mean, how much of a dumb fuck are you? True or false? Anything else, train wreck, disaster of a dumpster fire? You cross-eyed klutz. Nope. Just back-feeding through his mic. Probably sucking on something.
I thought it was Betty's book.
The cross-eyed bozo, you hear him clipping the whole time, right? With his fuckwit mic. He's sucking on something, isn't he? Listen. There you go.
I thought it was Betty's book.
What? Huh? You thought it was? How can you? Number one, it's begging the question that you can think. And what does that even mean? You thought it was Betty's book? What does that mean?
I thought it was Betty's book.
Yeah, I asked
Gotta get his story
about
straight.
that too. Yeah.
So we got to get our story straight because he thought it was Betty's book.
When it's clearly on the book who is responsible for the book. Like, it's in it and on it. Like, all you got to do is read it.
So, another train wreck.
I said, whose book is this? And then he's like, oh, it's my book. I'm like, well, why does it read like Betty wrote it?
Well, but why does it read like Betty wrote it there? I don't know. Why is it
They're not even They're not even representing Adam correctly. That's not. Hold on.
What you've got to realise is that these people aren't authors. So the concept of an author writing a book in the prose of another person, you know, pretty much like most books are written, unless they're just like factual books with no narrative whatsoever. It's not a novel concept, and it shouldn't be that difficult to grasp, especially as it's kind of described on the back of the book and in the description of the book, how and what the story is and how the information will be unfurled through this person's viewpoint, right? Then you've got the additional clue that on the front of the book is 2 names as authors. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, but
If
that
you're
would require
familiar
them
with
to
the
actually
concept-
read. Sorry.
If you're familiar with the concept of books, you see, you'll have encountered this before. But clearly these guys are struggling. Or it's all new to them. Or it's all they've got because they're so pathetic. This is all they can actually latch onto. I thought it was Betty's book. Ridiculous commentary. And like I say, very telling again. Where's your motivation when you're behaving like that?
Oh, we wanted to give her credit for opening a Discord server and a place for people to talk about this. And I go, yeah, you just could have said that then. You didn't have to like.
No, he didn't. He didn't say that to you. He didn't act any way, shape, or form like he's trying to portray he acted towards you to AI. He was nice to you.
What does that comment mean any frigging way?
Huh?
What?
It's dishonesty. It's blatant dishonesty. And anybody that was there and then heard this after would be like, wow, these guys are being super dishonest. That's how they should be thinking. But Lord knows, I don't know what is going on over there.
It's incoherent drivel. It's not dishonest, it's stupid.
No, it's dishonest, but okay.
It's incoherent drivel.
Well, you know, there's a way of saying something that's communal, that it is yours, but there's a way of saying something that's communal where it's too much yours. You know what I mean?
What? What in the Sam hell are you even talking about? You cross-eyed klutz. What?
Shall I interpret?
No.
Okay.
That is utterly meaningless drivel, what you just said. What does this mean?
It's like we all worked on it, but it's mine.
It's like we all worked on it, but it's mine. Huh? I don't know. I need a dumb fuck interpreter to go ahead and interpret this for me.
Yeah. He's still talking about Adam saying that it was his book because the way that Crit put out. I mean, of course, Adam says my book because it is his book, you know, and he recognizes that, you know, it's our book as well. But they're saying that he's taking too much ownership of it on his own.
Oh, my God. This week's incoherent bullshit. Is this all you got? Land the Misfit Toys 2.0. Don't come out of that idiot echo chamber of yours. It's curtains.
I mean, let's not be, you know, we all know amongst ourselves that you're.
Sentence fragment. We all know amongst ourselves what? Let's go back.
I mean, let's not be, you know, we all know amongst ourselves the journey from the instantiation of people thinking of making these books or
You'll know the journey from the instantiation. Boy, that's a big fucking word. Of people thinking of making these books. What? What does that mean? Let's get the whole thought. That's begging the question too, because it's not a thought. It's not coherent.
from the instantiation of people thinking of making these books, or the book, or one book, and then it evolving and all the drama.
What drama do you speak of?
So there's a lot of
Not so. What's the drama first before we get to the so conclusion? Yeah, dumbass.
book, and then it evolving and all the drama. So there's a lot of retroactive continuity going on, if you know what I'm saying.
There's retroactive continuity.
I mean, Flatsy, if you could interpret that for me, I'd appreciate it.
He's talking about the feud over the books.
No.
But yeah, okay.
No. No, Flatsy. Retroactive continuity. Like, what's the crux of the biscuit?
The apostrophe.
That's correct. Now, retroactive continuity. That's what I thought. Let's go back a little bit. Get the full thought. Again, begging the question, that is a thought.
Or the book, or one book, and then it evolving and all the drama.
Now you want to speak up?
Yeah, because I got a fish finger sandwich in my mouth. Retroactive continuity must mean changing the facts of the past. Retroactive continuity. So you're creating the continuity retroactively. So it's basically people are lying, is what that is. Sounds like an accusation of a lie. To create retroactive continuity would mean to imply that you're changing the past, aren't you? Retroactively getting continuity, which is, it's a bit like in Parliament you can't call someone a liar, but you could say the honourable member may be guilty of retroactive continuity. Just a thought on that.
That's some more shit, man. But we'll roll with it. Okay.
Of making these books, or the book, or one book, and then it evolving and all the drama. So there's a lot of retroactive continuity going on, if you know what I'm saying.
No, we actually don't. Can you be more specific? Village idiot, and like support what you say. That would really like that. This is about the third or fourth time you've done it. Just made up horse shit, right? Now we need you to support what you say, dumbass.
Yeah, because it's super vague, and you don't know like who or what he is accusing anyone of.
Yep.
At this point.
Yep. Ass clown. Anything else besides your crackling mic in the background, douchebag?
So before you press play again, as an author, I'm really liking that term retroactive continuity. I'm going to use it somewhere. Other than repeating it tonight.
Okay.
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah. Very impressed, aren't you? I want you to use it in a sentence later.
I just gave you a scenario in the House of Commons.
You did. You did use it in a sentence. I want a more practical example.
Okay, I'll see. Practical, I like that. Let's take this bullshit to industry. Okay.
I don't mind it personally. I think that
You don't mind it. What's it? Pray tell. That you don't mind, personally. I want to know what the it is. Oh, I think that's begging the question fallacy. That's assuming the very thing you're attempting to prove. But you can't, you've already demonstrated that you can't think. By the way.
There was enough material for 2 books, and Nathan can have a book, and those guys can have a book.
Huh? What? That there was enough material for 2 books? How do you know that? What's your evidence?
What do you mean? What?
What does this
mean? Right, like it's not a Jack Reacher novel where we could have gone to Iran and they went to Iraq. What do you mean there was enough material? It's not. What does he mean? You have the Black Swan, and you can have gas pressure. How's that? All right then. We won't include that. You know what are you on about?
He doesn't know.
I'm lost as to the I don't know. What's he trying to do? Suggested arbitration.
You're going to have to ask him, because this is incoherent, disconnected, hypothetical, made-up drivel. That's all this is. He doesn't have a clue.
Almost sounds like jealousy from someone who's not written a book. So
is that what it sounds like?
To expose how bitter they are, instead of just being happy for someone and maybe even buying it and learning a bit, they'll go on and just run their mouth off, even not even read it, and then just sound like a fishwife. I mean, listen to it.
Oh, you just wait.
It's really like you are like an old bism, just bitching on the street, aren't you, about stuff? Because you're jealous, or I don't know what it is. But it's not normal behaviour to go into a forum where you have to prove things and openly admit you trusted a baller, and now you're just going to ramble about the emotional content and how it could have been resolved by us sharing flat earth arguments and not repeating them. And I've got no problem with Nathan writing his book and covering gas pressure. What are you on? It's a flat earth book, dude.
Platsy, you had something to add?
I was just telling Adam, you just wait, because he's more on the money than he realizes right now.
Just wait. Are you have you listened to this?
I'm guilty.
Stop it.
I don't mind it. Personally, I think that there was enough material for 2 books, and Nathan can have a book, and those guys can have a book, and that's what they should.
That's mighty white of you. That's what they should have done? Who are they?
Should have done. They should have parted ways as friends.
Why? We should have parted ways as friends. Why? What the hell do you know of this situation? We need to know what you know and how you can make
Nothing.
that. He doesn't know dick. Nothing. Zero. But he's commenting on it.
Well, he's also, I mean, that's how AI always parts with people, isn't it? As friends, whenever you see an issue he parts as friends. I remember singing the last time I told him to fuck off. Before I did, we sat together and we sung Kumbaya. What are you on about? Now he's applying standards that clearly he doesn't demonstrate himself, but he asks them of us.
Of a situation he's clearly clueless of. He has no information whatsoever.
Yeah, he's from a highly ill-informed position of conjecture and soap opera drama.
Yep. That's what we got here. You got it.
Actually, I think that there was enough material for 2 books, and Nathan can have a book, and those guys can have a book.
Well, everyone can have a book. You can have a book. They can have. Who is he? Oprah?
That's what they should have done. They should have parted ways as friends, saying, hey, there's enough material and enough authors for 2 books. Let's just make 2 books and we'll help each other out. You'll focus on yours, we'll focus on ours. We'll publish it the way we want it. You'll publish yours.
What the hell is he even talking about?
This is what he's doing is he came in first and he said some stuff about whatever he heard from ballers. Then Chris kind of Chris possibly heard the same stuff and corrected whatever was the issue. And now he's kind of having a conversation about something that he probably doesn't really want to really conversate about. And we're kind of just hearing a load of opinions, and there's not much to even respond to, is there?
I think he's a moron.
Here's the way you want it. It'll be 2 different styles, 2 different audiences, twice the fun.
Yeah.
Rather than it being some kind of et tu Brute killing Julius Caesar moment.
What the fuck?
What? Hey? Oh, that's interesting, isn't that? That's in his mind what happened. Yeah. and I, we are senators in a way. Senators wrote books, I bet. It's a very odd place to put us, or very weird to put what was just a pathetic little tiny little thing of our book and our squabbling floating up on YouTube with a few people, and he places that drama in a setting like Imperial Rome. That's very telling of the life you probably live in your mum's basement.
Well, I've forgotten my point now. Don't worry about it.
That's even better.
Straight away, it's gone.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit.
Well, to that retroactive continuity, when there's a lot of when there's a feud going on, usually the people that are running their mouths the most are the ones that's trying to get in front of it and change history. So that's my experience, anyways.
Thanks.
It's not ours. We'll publish it the way we want it. You'll publish yours the way you want it. It'll be 2 different styles, 2 different audiences, twice the fun.
Yeah.
Rather than it being some kind of et tu Brute killing Julius Caesar moment.
This guy's a pretender clown, man. What other dumb shit you got? Besides, your continuous hot micing, I don't know, you're sucking on something.
I'll tell you my concern. My concern is that
What's your concern?
When somebody who has a quote-unquote following or some
quote-unquote following, who are you, Witsit? Mr. Meat Hooks, quote-unquote following. Shut the fuck up.
My concern is that when somebody who has a quote-unquote following or some kind of pseudo-celebrity in the community publishes
pseudo-celebrity in the community like you.
He's talking about himself. like he may not have a following as in subscribers, but he definitely is a pseudo-celebrity if in a community. That's for sure.
I want
I'd like to.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I'd like to. Pseudo celebrity. It does seem like projection because you didn't ask for any kind of celebrity status. You just had the best arguments of all the flat earthers out there, and no one could even put together a coherent thought until you came on the scene. Well, some of them could. Let me not paint a wide brush, but All those people
Yeah.
in there that are critiquing you are using all of your arguments every single day.
He didn't say it was me. Did he?
But it's projection onto you what
Why?
he feels.
He's talking. I thought Adam was in there. He hasn't. He's switching
It always
characters.
leads back to you, Kiwi. Yeah, it always leads back to you, Kiwi.
Are you
You're the one who got banned.
Are you Brian?
Yep, I guess I'm Brian today. Just call me Miss Potato.
Mrs. Potato.
I got my crystal potato out.
Yeah, I think you're taking a little bit too much liberty with the asinine comments that he's making.
She has heard this though, so she may not be using actual crystal potato.
If she's actually heard this, Brian, then my name should come up, shouldn't it?
That's true, and I don't know if it does, so I don't remember.
Yeah. Shocking.
I'll tell you my concern. My concern is that when somebody who has a quote-unquote following or some kind of pseudo-celebrity in a community publishes something, it gives...
Damn, that's Adam.
I'm not sure who he means. I mean, I'm the person that's been on, so it would be logical. Whether it's you or me, I mean, he's given me more kudos, even strapping the pseudo in front of it, because that's how he views us. I don't view my genuinely, you know what I mean? I know you do, QE, but that's not the point. If he is talking about me, he's putting that's come from his imagination, his feelings.
Yep.
I'm his hero, aren't I?
Yep.
I will sign you a book, honestly. Stop being silly. I might write that. Dear AI, stop being so silly. You could be quite useful. Love, the Adam Meakin.
The author.
In brackets, author. Underneath.
My concern is that when somebody who has a quote-unquote following or some kind of pseudo-celebrity in a community publishes something, it gives them a greater sense of veracity when they make their claims, and then they quote their own book. As if
quote their own book.
Yes. Is he about to accuse you of circular reasoning?
I did do that earlier on in that evening. I used the citation that was in the book and read the paragraphs that explained the citation, either side of the citation, to address a point in a border. That's the best thing. If you buy this book, you'll be able to actually do that, and you'll look so slick, yeah, with citation in the middle of you destroying them. And this baller just brought up gravity for containment. And so that's why you don't need a container for gas pressure, because of gravity. So we went through a lot of bits, initially citing all the gas laws, which is eloquently done in the book, describing the antecedents for all of those, and then did that. So you can see why it was smoothly done, because in 3 paragraphs the baller went quiet. There was no rebuttal.
Yeah, but
we tried.
You weren't quoting the book. He has the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. You glue sniffing fuck stick. AI. Overlord.
Yeah.
Overlord. And no, I'm not done yet. They make their claims, and then they quote their own books. What if there is a citation within our book and we quote that citation? Are we quoting our book? Interesting.
Or what?
What?
What about if it's not a claim, it's just a fact, and that fact is written down and detailed in the book? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you there, but you're going away from my point.
It's not for us to do that. It's for, right, and this will happen. This happens to authors, right? Down the line, other people will reference the book. They won't just use the citations. they'll use some of the stunning logic and wit that is also contained in the book and cite that because it's such an eloquent summary. Yeah, that's why they may cite us. I can't cite myself. These are my words. Yeah, I'm just repeating them.
Yeah, I think you two guys are going off on a couple different tangents and they're not answering my question. But that's okay.
I have only one focus, and that's to advertise a book. Every time I can drop the book in, that's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Just, you know.
That's okay. I'll just talk to myself then.
I'll come in with
what I said was a red herring. I admit.
If that's the end of the discussion, without further going down the track.
End of what discussion? And when did this happen that you just said? This didn't happen when Adam was there. It wasn't the end of the discussion. It went on for quite some time. So what the hell are you even talking about? I know. You're pulling it out your ass, right? Yeah. So I thought.
And then other people quote their book without further going down the track based on their...
Then can you provide examples of the book you haven't read yet and what other people, according to you, have done? Give us an example, village idiot. Because if you don't, that's number 4 or 5 of your village idiotness, baseless assertion fallacy. You need to look that up and then provide a book report. Ass clown.
Track record of belief that these guys would do their due diligence.
Oh, really? What track record do you speak of specifically? Are you saying Adam and I didn't do our due diligence? Is that what you're implying? Asshat, do you have an example? Let's see it. Let's go over it. Good.
Sorry.
No, good.
Well, if you go back to the start of when he came in, he said there's a major error. Then he didn't state what that was. Now he's back to employing things again. There's a lot of implication that there's a lot of problems.
Yep.
The ballers are doing the same, but at least they're putting a bit more effort into it. He's just implying that there's problems, or implying. He implied at the start that there was a major error. Now he's implying that not that there is problems, but there may be problems. It's weak. He knows that it's weak, but it's an attempt to poison the well. Really, is all it is.
It's just incoherent rambling. There's nothing here. It has no substance. Nothing has any substance. It's hypothetical. Now he's made some, like you said, implications. I just want him to get like 1 degree above a village idiot with his baseless assertions, and support something that he has said here. That's all I'd wish for. I mean, this is a great op-ed piece, yeah, from a cross-eyed klutz, Gomer Pyle F Stick. I mean, what's that worth? Not much. Are you a baller? Son, that's the question I'd like to ask him. I want to hear some flat earth proofs out of this idiot.
Are you saying...
Good.
Are you saying that, when there's a guy and he's doing lots of manly things and he's going around being a real man and he's doing his best to get on as many dates as possible, and it's all because he's denying that he's gay? You're saying that he's doing that with a baller situation? He's denying that he's truly a baller?
Are you saying that's really... It's a really good insight into this. Are you saying that he likes doing manly things with other men? Is that what you're saying?
Well, he likes doing flat earth stuff, a lot of flat earth kind of stuff. But really, it might be because he's overcompensating because he's really a baller.
Yeah. I smell what you're stepping in. That's more psychology. Have you graduated yet?
Yes.
From Dublin University.
Tuco, and Tobago. Psychology, yeah. Major.
The mail order degree section.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Well, let me tell you something. If you're a flat earther and you're just trusting somebody else to do the due diligence for your points, arguments, and beliefs, and facts and knowledge, well, then you really haven't evolved much from being a glober, have you?
Evolved much. Neither have you. Ours are laid out pretty cut and dry. They don't have to do much because we've done the work for them. Ass clown. If you've read the book, you know that. But since you haven't read the book, your op-ed piece is a train wreck of a disaster, dumb fuck.
You better check everything before you spout it like it's the gospel truth.
Like what?
Like he did?
Yeah, Flatsy, exactly.
What he meant by that is, as long as like you were listening to a baller say it, it's probably right. By his standards, as it when he came in. What? Contradict much?
This is one of those times where he's giving advice, kind of wisdom, and he's relaying wisdom to other flat earthers, warnings about pitfalls they may fall into.
If you wrote a book, check your references. Is that the advice he's getting? What is he actually saying?
He's a character. He's assassinating the validity of a book he hasn't read.
Yeah, poisoning the well. Yeah, QE called it. Or wait, what? Adam, maybe that was you that said that.
It was me. You know, the person you never want to give any.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. Shout out to Brian for calling that.
It was actually me, but that's not the point. Brian, you can have it.
I did say it anyway for definite, so I don't know if you said it, but I said it definitely. Not that I care. You can have it. I just wanted an excuse to.
Yeah, it was Adam, by the way, Brian. It was Adam first and foremost. I've been listening all the while.
Let's give it to Jim.
Sure.
Okay, just give it to Jim. Jim said it first. I think Jim's line.
And it's such a blatant logical fallacy of poisoning the well and all of that he is committing right now in front of a bunch of flat earthers, and they're not even calling him out on it.
Well, they don't know where. Look, you have to say, if you're sitting there listening to this, you're waiting for it to go somewhere. Do you know what I mean? I suppose you could say, have you any specific examples and stuff like that? But if you're waiting for a punchline where he says, and because if you go to chapter blah blah and page whatever, you will see that this is written. Now technically blah blah blah, so that's not technically correct. So if you were to do your due diligence, you would find that blah blah blah. If we go to this website here and blah blah blah, and that's why this part in the book is not technically proficient, right? But he's not going to do any of that. He's just going to imply that there may be a problem. That's it. You know what I mean?
QE, are you there?
He's not there.
Caught him. He thought he could sneak away. And I've been thinking, I was like, I bet he snuck away. Thinking that we were going to talk enough and we wouldn't notice.
Or he's stuck on mute. And he's shouting at his mouse.
Yeah, his mouse that he still has batteries for, you need to just direct connect that thing.
Yeah, he gives out about his mouse every Tuesday. But from one Tuesday to the next, he doesn't buy a different mouse. Get a different one.
That's called insanity.
Hey, listen, give me a minute. I'd also like to encourage anyone listening to this that's in touch with the land of Misfit Toys 2.0, you might want to go over there and tell them that the current situation is that one of their fuckwit leaders is getting roasted into the incoherent oblivion. Yeah? See if any of those slack-jawed fags would come over here. Give me a minute. I'll be right back.
You were already gone. You got to go again?
Right, yeah. You were gone already. You didn't need to come back and tell us that you had to go off.
Which one of the leaders would he be referring to?
It would be either QE or Adam. He could be referring to Nathan as well, but probably mostly QE or Adam.
Yeah, I thought that as well. Okay.
But if you're talking about QE, he was talking about AI that we're reviewing. But you already knew that. Never mind.
Thank you.
Yeah. I've got no desire to argue with anyone, Brian, on this. I think it's really disappointing to hear. Yeah, and it's just another continuation of AI's. QE's said, "Oh, you're a baller." I don't know what he is. What's his motivation here? Why would you behave like this? What are you doing? What do you want to achieve, son? As you criticise something you've not even read, right? Why would you come out there with that attitude? That's the weird thing. And as you allude to, this guy is a leader, a pseudo celebrity, some might say, on this Discord server. Well, you got the rest of you are the leaders need to have a little look at the tone that you as a Discord are setting, that one of your leaders is setting, and ask yourself whether you're being a bit compromised in terms of your behaviour, because it's actually quite shocking, really.
Well, what's wrong is that in this community, the community of Flat Earth is poisoned with infighting and people not working in tandem with each other for the greater good of the topic. There's too many people who have issues with other people, and that's why there's all these little groups. Look, we're one little group. There's Nathan's, that's another little group. You've Bev and them, that's another little group. And there's several groups on Discord. Yeah, and then you have Witches and all them, another group. There's all these little groups, and no one's working together. Whereas, besides character assassination, divide and conquer has always been the second most powerful tool that our opposition have always been able to have and use against us. And they haven't had to put effort into that because we do that ourselves. Too busy trying to not work for the greater good of the topic. We're supposed to be defeating the opposition. How are you supposed to beat? Let's just say, how is one military supposed to beat the other military if one of the militaries are all made up of little groups who don't like each other and have influence? It's not going to work.
The problem is that these people think how much they like someone or dislike someone is any indication of whether or not their argument is valid.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is this, right? That's the thing. I agree, Flatsy, because some of them may not enjoy being within QE's company, because QE, for some people, I can understand, can be a lot to handle, right? And I don't mind saying that. It's true. QE is a pretty big personality. But when someone is consistently getting things right and seems to constantly know what they're talking about, then you kind of accept, you know what I mean? The good and the bad, you know what I mean? It's like
Shut the fuck up. What the
I knew that was coming eventually. That's how he's going to come back in.
You've got him running from the kitchen there.
What the
it's
fuck?
too easy.
What's
somebody.
shut
Just
the
one
fuck
second.
up. I'll mute you. What do you mean the good with the bad? What's the bad?
He was responding to me because I was saying that these people out here think that how much they like or dislike someone indicates whether or not their argument is valid or not.
Who cares?
That's a fib, QA. Since you left, it's been like a roast in here.
Really?
It's shocking. I've been quiet. Yeah.
I've been quiet the whole time. I've been quiet the whole time, but I agree with him.
It was actually me trying to get in while Brian kept going. So
I want to get. Hold on, Adam. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. We're getting away from the point. What's the bad, Brian?
Well, it's that, you know the way you're an asshole. Well, that can rub off.
Yes, exactly.
The wrong way. Sometimes people can decide to go against you, even though you're right about it.
I was thinking about you were going to dance around the topic. Well, because you're an asshole.
No, because you're an asshole. He's right. It's exactly spot on. Thank you, Brian. I commend you. I decorate you, Brian.
Fair enough. Go ahead, Adam. What's your take?
I'll just go with FAFO QE at that point. I don't know.
Gotta love his conciseness, though. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the point. I mean, he concisely actually doubled down on the insult, which wasn't actually the point of the conversation. But eloquently done, Brian.
I'm just supporting Flatsy. Let's just what Flatsy said is true. There's people on Discord who don't like you, QE, so they want to go against arguments that you may make, even though your arguments are correct and true. Right? Who cares whether you like someone or not? I don't care if I don't like AI Overlord, right? But if he says something that's true and he makes a good argument, absolutely, I'm supporting it. But they're not going to do that. There's so many flat earthers out there who won't support someone because they don't, regardless of what they say, just because they don't like them.
Let me ask you a question. Back to your asshole comment. Does the asshole behavior come out when discussing topics with genuine people or disingenuous people?
Both.
Both, yeah. I mean, sometimes. Like when you're really on fire.
I didn't even have to answer.
Even a perfectly reasonable question can it could just,
Can you provide an example?
Stop fucking around.
Can you provide an example? I want one example. You don't have to do it now. But within the next couple weeks, provide an example, whether it's tape.
I got it right now.
Shut up. Whether it's tape.
I've got 4.
I got 4 now. They're all written up and published. Because I'm an author.
I've already written them down.
I've got 4 right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I stepped into that one.
Sure did.
He doesn't have 4. He's fucking. Okay, go ahead. Start with number 1. Not with you, Flatsy. I want to go to the 4.
No, I haven't got 4.
I knew it. I knew he was bluffing. But Flatsy, she wasn't. She sounded like confident. I'm not scared. Go. What is it?
Shut the fuck up, Flatsy. Totally unwarranted asshole behavior.
Oh, that's just playing.
I know.
What about this? Right, you make sure that we're going to be here for Tuesday, right, for the show, and then you tell us to shut the fuck up and won't allow us to talk.
Does that count for right now?
Yep.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah. Not right now. Will they count as an example?
Yeah, no, they haven't got anything. They haven't got anything.
Yeah, I know they don't. I know that.
They haven't got anything.
What the hell, Jen?
Jim. We've got transcripts if needed. Anyone messes with me illegally, I am fully loaded.
All right, let's roll on. Here we go. Thanks, guys, for.
No, before we move on, the point there, but where it was going. This is the trouble, you see. That within the certain people, what's important is to be popular. I don't give a shit, really. Honestly, generally don't care. Yeah, and it's not something that motivates my behaviour. Yeah, and as certainly going into that arena, look at me that I didn't go in to be liked. I'm not asked really. I'm never going to meet these people. Their approval rating of me really doesn't matter in the greater scheme of things. But to some people it does, and they're prepared to shit on others to try and elevate their position in the view in the minds of other people they will never meet either. This pseudo celebrity status that AI has alluded to from his own mind is exactly what he's seeking. It's very telling. Yeah, because this is like Lord of the Flies behaviour. It's just pathetic. Well, I'm not interested, mate. Like me, lump me, don't really care. But if you read my book, Welcome to Flat Earth, you'll have a really good argument to present to ballers rather than the crap that comes out your mouth right now.
Yep. Outstanding. Here we go.
I'll give you a hint, though. Just parse out everything you say with, it seems to me, based on what I've read, and then you can get away with a lot without making a definitive claim.
What's he on to now? What does this mean? It's a nothing burger. Substanceless horseshit. Anything else? Besides your train wreck mic backfeeding while you're sucking on something.
Listen, there's an argument to be made. And it's not a non-zero probability.
It's not a non-zero probability? So this is an inductive argument. Okay.
Someone could make the argument that these books are actually intended.
Someone could make the argument that these books, this is not an argument. Someone could make the argument, oh, that's the argument, that these books are actually intended. This is an appeal to motivation fallacy from complete strangers off a hypothetical. You idiot fuck stick.
Intended? Well, I didn't intentionally write the book. What's he on about?
He's coming from a place of complete ignorance.
No, I don't know what he means. What do you mean intended?
Let's finish it up. But listen, I don't know. It's all this.
I'm not being funny. What does he mean if he doesn't? Why would you? Hey?
It's disconnected drivel, Adam. That's why you're struggling. So let's go back. Let's let him finish this dumbass thought.
Listen, there's an argument to be made, and it's not a non-zero probability. Someone could make the argument that these books are actually intended to hinder the community, not grow.
Really? First of all, what are these books? Identify the books specifically. And then someone could make the argument about appeal to motivation fallacy that they're divining from complete strangers. So we want to see some support for this dumb shit.
It's just innuendo. He's just going to be vague, okay?
Go ahead, Adam. I know you.
How is he precluded that it's not a non-zero probability that we're not? What are you? See what I mean? What's in his mind when he's formulating shit that really is difficult to understand?
Horseshit? Was that a rhetorical question? I'll tell you what's in his mind. No. Horseshit. That's what's it.
It's bitter, twisted horseshit, isn't it? Though it's stuff that it's not just the ramblings of a lunatic. It's the ramblings of a bitter lunatic, isn't it? It's someone who's got an agenda. He doesn't even want the book to be good. It'd be awful for him, wouldn't it?
Well, he's digging himself into a fallacious hole. He is committing fallacy after fallacy. I am trying to list them all as we go.
Really?
I'm not asked. I'm genuinely. I'm more intrigued as to the workings of a twisted little man.
Well, why do you
feels
use
that
fallacy? Why would you use fallacy? It's to misdirect, to deceive, or pure stupidity.
I'm on the latter one.
Yeah, you're too forgiving.
No, he's a dumbass. He's a dumb fuck. He's a rambling dumb fuck, is what he is. That's it. There you go.
Non-zero probability. Someone could make the argument that these books are actually intended to hinder the community, not grow it.
How so? You going to support any of this? Absolute conjecture? You sound like an old biddy in a sewing circle. That's what you sound like, you bitch.
For the very reasons I just explained.
So you explained the reasons? We must have missed them. What were they?
Exactly. What did he explain?
He doesn't even know what an explanation is, Flatsy.
We're not even sure who he's talking about at this point because he's not saying.
Oh, you like that for the reasons he just laid down, Adam? The reasons that weren't there?
Vague conjecture.
Jesus. You need
well,
help.
we've gone from why couldn't they just like kiss, make up, and depart, and maybe send each other a Christmas card every year and just leave it at that and split the book, to no, it's a grand scheme to hinder flat Earth. It's like what kind of ramblings of a lunatic is this? Seriously, other Discord owners, you let. Is it just fellow server owners that are allowed to ramble with such what is basically slanderous bullshit? Yeah, just absolute conjecture from the most negative point, to the point that now this whole scenario is a Machiavellian plan to undermine the flat Earth movement by me, QE, and Nathan Oakley colluding from the very beginning to bring it all down.
10 years ago.
10 years ago, we formed this plot. We wrote what we do on envelopes, which are still sealed.
This is what really opens the eyes of people who are in this quote-unquote community. I know, don't say that I'm Mr. Ping Pong Golf Ball. Yeah, because they all want some sort of conspiracy within the community that they will freaking grab it out of thin air. And people that know that there's not one are watching this happen and just like, wow, it's insane. It's insane.
Well, Flatsy, how Huey and Adam are going about tearing the community apart and destroying Flat Earth is by releasing an easy-to-read book with information in there and proofs that the Earth is flat and definitely not a globe. That's how they're doing it.
And exposing pretender clown flat earthers along the way.
You sick, twisted bastard, QE.
Not one single thing that's come out of his mouth so far has not led to or been a fallacy.
Thank you, Adam.
I like the way you took that as a compliment. That's funny.
I did. I did. I took the whole thing as a compliment. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
To hinder the community, not grow it. For the very reasons I just explained. Whether intentional or unintentional.
What? What? That conclusion right there made no coherent sense with your premises, you dumb fuck.
If it wasn't intentional, why would we have wrote it down and put it in sealed envelopes?
This guy's a moron.
You guys got a time capsule?
When we brought Flat Earth down, Flatsy, we're all going to open them live on air. QE, me, and Nathan, and it will show the whole plan and how it worked.
Wow. Anything else? Dumb fuck. Not you, Adam. From him.
No, but just remember that the way he introduced this was, now I don't think this is a non-zero probability.
Yes.
What we've just elucidated.
Yep. It's a clown show. If you put it all together, like in a paragraph, and let a mental health professional review it, they'd fucking take them away. It makes no sense.
Because remember, when a lot of people started the Flat Earth journey, they were all aware of covert groups doing deceptive tactics.
Like what? What the fuck are you talking about? When I come out here, there was I was out here before you, by the way. They were all aware. I wasn't aware of covert groups. The fuck? Doing deceptive tactics, names, and the tactics.
You won't get the names. As far as I can remember, there were all these groups, but they were funded by running drugs from Colombia. Yeah. What is he on about now? I mean, this covert groups. Well, we've got Navy SEALs in the Flat Earth community, or what? What's going off? He's now just imagineering shit to justify his non-zero probability nonsense. And QE, you're a sleeper cell. That's what you are.
Really?
That's what I said.
Yeah. But Brian's pointed out you're really crap at being a sleeper cell because inadvertently, in your sleeper cell activity, you've produced a book that proves Flat Earth. It's just awful. Your boss is going to tell you off.
Yeah, QE, you're shit at your job.
Yeah.
So I'm an asshole and I'm a shit at my job.
You're finally starting to get it.
You're finally starting to get it. I fucking said so.
You know,
I told you he was insightful, didn't I? I told you. Evening, Sazu. You're right, mate.
That's who.
Good afternoon.
That's who. You were getting some serious kudos earlier from Adam.
Oh no. Is that true or false? I can't tell anymore.
No,
Appreciate it.
I was quiet for so long, and I was, like I said, I thought you took that gentleman through it very calmly and patiently. And
Well, I
set him
appreciate
up.
that. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome, says who? Welcome, mate.
Hello, Jin. How are you?
Oh, I'm well, thank you very much. Yeah, you're getting some good praises here. I was going to tell you later on, but now you're here, you're getting it straight from the horse's mouth.
Oh, far out. You guys are kind.
Yeah. You want to
I didn't want to interrupt.
You want to hear my appraisals?
I already know yours. I get a text message fairly often.
He said that to us the other night when I was telling him, right? And then he read one of them, and I said, "You absolute bastard!
Superchat.
There's bullet point one.
Super bastard!
Super chat bugger."
It was like one of the harshest appraisals you get, which is only when you know him, you know it comes from love. If you get that level of critique, he's put effort in to perfect it. But like you could read it and you could go, "Oh, you," because it is a savaging of what is a really eloquent. Yeah.
You might say to yourself, what an asshole.
Hold on a second. Got a super chat that Booger already called out, guys. So we got Sasha or Una Toxvimu, however you pronounce that. Is it east curved or west? Hold on, baby. Is it east curved or west is curved? I never guess.
That's a red herring fallacy. What the hell, Unitox Femo? What the hell, dude? Thanks for the
evening, Sasha.
Oh, shout out to Betty. She's in the chat. I see Betty in the chat. Shout out.
Betty, did she write this book?
Partly. She's a co-author of the book. The whole book is centered around the magnificent and beautiful Betty Van Velsen, you see, and her unique journey and the way she contributed to the community by setting up Discord servers. What AI is going to suggest later on was all a plan so that she could get all the addresses and the computer IDs of all the flat earthers, because she too was part of this great scheme that he's uncovered. What a mind.
Go ahead, Brian. You were saying something about an asshole?
Yeah, it's just that text that Adam was referring to. Adam was going, what would you do if you got that text? He'd say, that guy's an asshole. That's what that is what you'd say. You go, what an asshole. That's what you say when you're reading.
If you didn't know him, you would. So that's a bit weird. It's mildly aggressive. Picking up and correcting me on every point. Why would you do that? But you have to ask, why would you do that? We just make your argument perfect.
Says who would?
Yeah, but
he would say, hold on. Says who would never conclude that. No way.
No. I've definitely concluded that you're an asshole, but I appreciate that you actually do want my
These
arguments to be airtight. So yeah, no, it's
psyops and even that the flat Earth coming out and.
I'm sorry. Say that over again. I just inadvertently hit play. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
I definitely think you're an asshole, but I also know that you want the arguments to be airtight because I think in some ways you see them as all your little babies. So I get it.
That's a shit sandwich.
Yeah, I was going to say something.
And once again, we prove I was right when I described him as eloquent.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. It's like sometimes you need someone who is an asshole, who's willing to do those things. Because if he was being nice about it, people's arguments would be less airtight and more problematic. So you have to be an asshole to be willing to do those things.
Thanks for sticking up for me. Oh my God.
Covert. You don't have to be, but in Kiwi's case, it works for him. He has to be. Okay.
I'm a lot more eloquent than QE, but I didn't break through. There's stuff there that, that sadly sometimes the power and the way you've delivered. And the trouble is, you see, where are you? You're in a gladiator's arena. So that's actually what was needed to get through. Now, if it was just full of nonsense and the words were of no use or empowerment to the people, then he would have just been labelled an asshole because he was just being an asshole, not set a bit like what I've been listening to. But listen to it. Listen to it. It's half the stuff is half of what I learned from this man. Yeah. So recognise the power of it. Don't get all fucking wokey and left wing. It's a bit aggressive. It's a bit too testosterone filled, so that my ears don't fucking work anymore and I can't actually hear the message. That's a weak way of trying to dismiss an argument, which is often what's been put at you, QE. It's not to say you shouldn't shout at me or Flatsy as much, but sometimes in the arena, the tools that were necessary to get through, like I say, how long and who do people take the arguments from? Asshole or not? Sometimes.
Holy shit, another intervention and shit. It's not...
No, not really. Play on words. There was too much compliment in there, so I had to tone it down.
Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah.
It's...
All right. There we go.
Look at it. No wonder you're a pseudo celebrity.
He was talking about you, dude.
I think it's you now.
All right. Fair enough. There we go.
I don't know. It's ramblings. It's incoherent. It's kind of mooted, isn't it? Other than knowing who should have shared the book, which is kind of obvious. The accusations are. I don't know. Sometimes I think they're me. Sometimes I think they're you. We're nearly as egotistical as him. Go on.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Here we go.
People started the Flat Earth journey. They were all aware of covert groups doing deceptive tactics. All these infiltrators and.
Now we have infiltrators.
Psyops and.
Psyops. What?
Oh.
Who the fuck knows?
Even that the
Maybe
flat
it's
Earth coming out.
JG Gonzalez. He could have been in it. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of who's infiltrated.
He couldn't infiltrate a paper. He couldn't infiltrate a paper bag, dude.
He's employing, right? He's employing that certain people, I say it in the way he might say it, certain people may or may not be part of the flat Earth society. That's all. It's a possibility.
I'm getting the globe. I'm getting the globe. I'm getting the globe dumpsters feel from this, personally. So I don't know what he's not being specific, but after the whole run that he made here, I'm getting globe dumpsters feel. So if you're talking about globe dumpsters, you're probably right.
It was bad.
Superchat.
Super globe dumpsters.
Sasha sent money must be funny in a rich man world.
That's profound.
No. As an author, I've replaced the springs in my mattress with £5 notes, stuffed.
Stuffed. Hey Adam, why don't you get stuffed?
Yeah.
Infiltrators, psyops, and even that the flat Earth coming out in social media was a controlled release. All these things, and then 10 years later, it's just no. Everybody's just 100% honest. No one would lie to me.
What's he going for here? What is this nonsense? What? What are you? What is this? You ass clown. You ass clown. Shut the fuck up. You ass clown. What are you doing? Saying this, it's nonsense. It's like Nancy at the sewing circle with no, it's gibberish. Have you ever sat down with yourself and said, it's just not, everybody's just 100% honest. No one would lie to me. Huh? What the hell are you even talking about? Who knows? Maybe it's just me.
It's like, well, did you forget where you've been?
No, I didn't forget where I've been. And your point is? I guess there wasn't one. Shocking surprise. Anything else, glue sniffer?
Yeah, I got a lot of evidence about.
Now he's got some evidence.
Talking to him? I'm not being funny here. It's just silence. And is anyone responding to him, or is he just talking to the air?
Talking to the air, but he's got evidence. I mean, that's a start. I mean, we've been here for like an hour and a half, no evidence, just village idiot, baseless assertions and ramblings from an incoherent Nancy. So now we got some evidence. So let me go back 5 seconds. All right, what's the evidence?
Yeah, I got a lot of evidence about some of the interesting backroom activities that went on to the production of book, quote unquote.
What the fuck, dude? You're like,
oh no, this is it's gossip. I like it. Come on. What happened?
He's like a little fucking weasel, an incoherent weasel, just making shit up. Like, I don't know. What do you have the secret knowledge?
Super check.
Super check.
Super chat.
Super secret knowledge.
Sasha sent, How dare you to donate? Kids are starving.
Oh my God.
We know you're not starving, Boog. Good grief.
Booger, I'm not starving.
Got this evidence. He's got this AI dipstick fuckstick overlord. He's got the secret knowledge. That's his evidence. Yeah, he's got a lot of evidence. Okay, go ahead.
Some of the interesting backroom activities that went on to the production of book, quote unquote.
Quote unquote book. The book, quote unquote. What book? What?
Yeah,
What's
no,
it?
right.
What's it? What the hell are you talking about?
What genre of evidence is this in? Right. This is super fan gossip, right? He is a super fan of ours now, because imagine like you're a super fan of Friends and he's saying like, you won't believe some of the stories that went off on the set of Friends. It was amazing. It was amazing. Like sometimes they're loud, like, you know what I mean? It was, let me tell you some of the story. This is super fan material. What are you on about? What's this? What's that got to do with anything? You old gossip, you.
Yeah. Nancy in a sewing circle. So what he said, he's got a lot of evidence, interesting evidence from the back rooms. So let's see it.
Whether it be Nathan's or this other one.
Whether it be Nathan's or this other one. What? Huh?
Is he saying he's hacked Discord servers? Is that what he's now alluding to? What does he mean?
I don't know.
Betty just made me laugh in chat, guys. Somebody asked, "Is this a death cult?" And she said, "Not yet." Shout out to Betty. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's a great question to Betty. That's who I want representing me.
It's not as squeaky clean as people would like to represent, the people.
Not as what's not as squeaky clean? What are you speaking about?
They found out about the cocaine and hookers, haven't they?
Yeah, they do. They do, don't they?
You knew it'd come out in the end. The way we spent all the royalties before we got them on coke and hookers was always going to come out. Flashy's the worst, to be fair.
Uh-oh.
Am I? Oh, yeah.
In AI's imaginary world, I think so. You may as well be.
Or
I don't really know.
It's not as squeaky clean as people would like to represent, the people that are for it. They're like, oh, no, it's totally...
That the people that are for it... What's it? You glue sniffer.
Okay,
This is incoherent drivel. What the hell are you even talking about? They're like...
I don't know if he's...
He said they're like... Are they just like that? Or this is an actual... Oh, well, the CC gave us quotes. So, okay. Brian, go ahead.
Yeah. He seems to be, obviously, right? He's referring to the whole book fiasco, right? And I don't know if he's referring to our side putting out a story that's not exactly true, or the other side putting out a story that's not exactly true.
He didn't say that.
Clean.
He didn't say that.
Well, he said squeaky clean. That's what he said.
Yeah, but he didn't say anything about sides and stuff just yet.
No, that's the behind-the-scenes gossip in the two servers, and it's not exactly squeaky clean. Find out next week on Soap.
Well, I want to find out right now. So let's go back. So it's not as squeaky clean.
People would like to represent, the people that are for it. They're like, oh, no, it's totally legit. No harm, no foul.
What's totally legit? No harm, no foul to what? What the hell are you talking about? Who knows?
That's the worst thing, right? Imagine, right, we're involved, all right, in what he's talking about, and we haven't got a freaking clue what he's on about. Imagine if you're somebody else, you think, I have no idea. Should we ring the doctor? Does he need help?
Yeah, but in situations like this, when someone's speaking in this way, the listener is forced to fill in gaps that are, that are crevices. And that's the problem. You don't really know what the hell. So you kind of have to make it up as you go along in your own head. And it may or may not be correct,
This is fucking stupid, man.
Represent, the people that are for it. They're like, oh no, it's totally legit. No harm, no foul. Oh, that's not true. There was harm and there was fouls, right? That doesn't mean the book sucks.
Right? Let's go back. I want to get this right.
Oh, that's not true. There was harm and there was fouls, right? That doesn't.
Was the right rhetorical? Weren't you you didn't wait, you went right into the next sentence. Right? Huh? Right? Yeah, friends, huh? Right? Friends.
Yeah, but we've gone backwards now because we've gone from the hot gossip that was in the two separate book writing discords to back to the old argument, the parting of the waves. We're back to that now. It was like, so I'm not sure what he's saying. It's just summarizing history now. Is that his point? That's salacious? Things that were already out there?
It's just the secret knowledge. Yeah, he hasn't given. He's going to give it to us. Hopefully, rise above village idiot, and then we're going to find out.
No harm, no foul. Oh, that's not true. There was harm and there was fouls, right? That doesn't.
I'd like to know what the harm and the fouls were, and by who, and to who were these dawned upon. That's what I'd like to know. Yeah. That's just me. Like to support what your dumbass is saying?
Doesn't mean the book sucks just because.
Let's go back, full thought.
That's true. There was harm and there was fouls, right? That doesn't mean the book sucks just because it was, made under a cloud of nefarity.
Huh? Nefarity? What? Number one, wow. Which book are you talking about? And then once you identify that, you glue sniffing fuck stick, then you tell us this what's nefarious about it to support what you said. You village idiot dumbass. This is about the 6th time you've went down the village idiot route and not given any substance whatsoever to what you're talking about. Nothing. Zero. Is this jokes?
Which, like I said, I have compelling evidence.
He has compelling evidence, ladies and gentlemen. We've been waiting for it. Where? Show! Yeah, show! Let's go. For once in your incoherent drivel of a ramble of a Nancy clown. So, he has compelling... It's not a... I have compelling evidence. So, all right. Are you guys ready? You got your pens out? It's about to hit you.
Find it.
All right. Here we go.
Which, like I said, I have compelling evidence that people with a rational mind, when presented, would be like, "Oh, wow! So this was the intention all along."
Like, there's two things here. Compelling evidence would be amazing. I don't know what for now, whether it's compelling evidence of us getting a major error in the book or compelling evidence of what. Because how he started, compelling evidence that we fell out with Nathan. Well, that's on the record. So I'm not sure what is compelling evidence of now.
Well, he might have got this compelling evidence from someone with the initials NC. Just saying.
I'd like to see the compelling evidence, though. Wouldn't you?
I want to know what it relates to.
Mm.
Yeah, and what it relates to. Yes, that would be kind of important. Yes.
If you had evidence, sorry, just a moment. If you had evidence to support something and it was, rock solid, if it's evidence, it has to be rock solid, right? Why would you need to be vague about it?
I'll tell you why, Brian. Because you're nefarious.
Mind when presented would be like, oh wow, so this was the intention all along.
Another hypothetical. Who said this? Your special magic friend? Buck Stick. Oops.
Pen friend. Pen pal. He likes pens.
Yeah. Very interesting, isn't it?
What? No, nothing's interesting yet. You haven't provided the compelling evidence or related it to a specific subject, dumbass. So it's not interesting at all. It's just incoherent ramble. Go ahead.
Is Betty in chat still, Flatsy?
Let me check. Yes.
Betty, is this not like, not in terms of Discord, maybe in terms of Discord as well, but in terms of YouTube, like a community guidelines violation? He's just postulating that he's got all these nefarious things that will prove all these things. It's just slander, frankly, what I'm hearing. It's really weird. But surely this, in terms of, you can't behave like this about anyone else. I mean, we don't know actually who it's about, to be fair, so that may be a get-out clause. But you can't behave like this about people. Say that their plans, they've done this, the sleeper cells, I've got the evidence, this, that, the... Surely there's a level of civil discourse that's acceptable, an accusation or insinuation that's not acceptable.
You forgot the hookers and the coke.
What exactly do you want from Betty? Because I don't know. I don't know. And I don't think she knows either.
Is this a community guidelines violation for Discord? Do they really let people ramble about other people like this? If I did this, I would expect to be muted.
Well, he's on there. He's not going to be muted.
Did this. I've got all this information about AI, right?
All
Terrible.
these flat earthers, they should be calling out all of his fallacies.
All the evidence is around a children's playground that I've gathered. Yeah, you won't believe it when you see it. Any reasonable person, when I present this evidence, they'd be shocked and disgusted. Would I be allowed to insinuate that in a serious manner? I don't think I would. I don't see why, because I'm a flat earther, you're allowed to slander me from this point. This is discrimination. You're attacking me because of what? You clearly don't believe it, and your whole attack is unsupported and just insinuates some kind of either illegal or very corrupt behavior on my behalf, and it's just being tolerated in this server. I don't understand it. This is not... Certainly YouTube shouldn't be replaying it. I'll be raising the issue with them. This is just direct slander on me.
You sure he's talking about you?
Oh, you. One of us is an asshole. This is, no, to get my point, this is reasonable behavior.
One of us is an asshole.
It's not you, Adam.
You've not met me on a bad day.
To be fair, this is what half of YouTube is anyways, Adam. Just lots of speculation and slander. I mean, there wouldn't be a YouTube if they weren't doing that every day.
No, but that's why we have community guidelines and stuff. You have to be very careful. This isn't very careful at all. This is insinuating you've got evidence to show corruption or perversion in some way. It's quite clear and obvious what the insinuation is. No evidence, as we're pointing out, but the insinuation is clear. Well, that is challengeable. And I'm sure I'm not a Discord expert. Yeah, I'm not a Discord expert, but surely you can't just do this in Discord as well.
Yeah, no, that's slanderous. You can definitely do something legally there if you can prove it.
Well, I don't need to do it in a court of law. I need to raise it with Discord in their terms of service. This asshole's running a server and he's allowed to behave like this. It's just not acceptable.
Oh, boy.
What people will do for notoriety, fame, to be the pinnacle of some group.
Oh, how ironic. That's called serendipity, ladies and gentlemen.
What is he? What is the meaning? What is he talking about? Does anyone know? Not what you try to divine from how you think, but just from his words. What the fuck is he talking about? Anyone? That's what I thought.
Stab their own friends in the back.
Project much. Blue sniffer. My God. You have no honor and no integrity to speak of, sir.
Take money out of somebody's mouth.
Take money out? Adam, you unconscionable bastard, you.
Who's got money in their mouth?
You took it.
I spent it and I enjoyed it. Fuck it.
Why was
what are you on about? What is he on about? I mean, this is ridiculous. You see, now look at that. When they talk about slander, yeah, I took money out of somebody's mouth. Or you have. What? That's just an outright lie, isn't it?
Yes, it is, because he has no idea what he's talking about. Complete ignorance.
What does taking money out of somebody's mouth mean? Is that implying that someone has... They're not slack-jawed. They got money in there. Instead of a pinch of snuff or some red man. What the hell? Take money out of somebody's mouth. I don't know. Can somebody explain that to me?
Chip and Dale might keep money in their mouth. And there's little wee bits at the side. You know what I mean? But
it's just a baseless assertion. That's all it is.
A baseless. No, you're not fucking getting it. What does
he's implying?
No,
there's somebody that's doing that, like Chip and Dale, or he's implying something much worse.
Yeah, usually it's taking the food out of the baby's mouth.
No. This says take money out of somebody's mouth, sir.
Yeah.
It's innuendo.
Who's eating cash? Or coin? Get it? He's come unglued.
Some group. Stab their own friends in the back. Take money out of somebody's mouth, out of a kid's mouth.
He cleared it out of the kid. So I guess there's kids that are eating cash. Or they're preparing to eat cash, but somebody snatched it from them. Do you know that cash money has serious bacteria all over it? So
yeah, Booger doesn't have money in his mouth, and nobody's having to take it out because he doesn't put that in his mouth.
But if he did, it would be money that someone robbed from some other child.
What? Yeah, but wouldn't we?
Yeah, it is innuendo. He is.
It's not innuendo. It's fucking. It makes no damn sense. I've been trying to give you hints the whole time, but you're not getting it. right? When
Yeah, we're not really that interested in the direction you're going. No offense. You're keeping Catholics crowbar in there, and we keep on not
crowbar.
getting involved.
I don't have the crowbar. It's right there in front of your face. We could be doing a service since money is filled with friggin' bacteria from people's hands. We could be doing the children a service. Yeah.
Yeah, money is terrible. It's full of rubbish.
He's a dumbass.
But in the English banks, the body shop money was the nicest smelling money. Body shop money. It had a scent of the body shop all over it. There you go. Speaking of money.
That was very helpful, Jen. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you're talking about money smells, and it's got bacteria.
I didn't say it smells.
The banks love the body shop money.
I didn't say it smells. Did I? Yeah. So, all right, let's go back a little bit more. Maybe the evidence is coming.
Take money out of somebody's mouth, a kid's mouth.
Oh,
holy shit! Holy shit! I didn't get through it yet.
Yeah, but he said friends. He's implying that someone's robbed on their friends. That's an interesting word.
Huh.
Thank you.
Yep.
A kid's mouth.
And is that it?
What a pathetic attempt to character assassinate someone you won't even mention the name of. Just say it. Do you know what I mean? Don't hold back. Let it out. Do you know what I mean?
Or the evidence. All I know that he's got some secret knowledge. He's a little secret queen now that's got this secret knowledge that he says he has. But he's been a village idiot the whole time. He hasn't given any evidence or supported anything out of his fucking blowhole up to this point. What do you got
Mountains
now?
of evidence.
Huh? What?
Mountains of evidence, I said.
Yeah, right. All right, let's see if anything else, Glue Sniffer.
Anyway, who's going to buy my book? That's the more important question.
Really?
There you go, Adam.
Interested. See what I mean? That inferiority complex. You got a book, have you, AI?
No, it's coming. It's 10 easy steps to be a dumb fuck.
So it was how to sniff glue without having any glue.
Yeah, something to that effect. Yes, that's. Yes.
That was
Yeah.
Make.
What are you gonna wax on about another hypothetical you made up in that dreamland fantasy fucking void between your ears now? Is that what you're gonna do, dumb fuck?
Anyway, who's going to buy my book? That's the more important question.
Do I get a raise?
Oh, no back lats. Do you get a raise? Is he paying you?
So my first book is Post-Anal Retention, Cosmological Worldview, Insemination of Younger Generations.
Oh, my God. Is there anything else here? Let's.
That must be that evidence he was talking about.
Let's go. Let's start here.
Don't even think the Earth is a globe until they're told, and then they have like this dual system. They operate like wherever they're doing anything, they imagine the Earth is flat and stationary. But whenever they imagine themselves outside of themselves, like looking at themselves
Holy shit. Okay. That, I don't know, dude. You got some serious issues. Fucking idiot.
Did you skip a bit there?
Yeah. I about had it. Yep. I think that's it. I think that's it for the book issue. Yep. I want you to reflect on something. Why is Mars round? Psychological malfunctions. You've been programmed, and that's just. There's nothing. I think that was it, Adam.
Oh. Get ready for the rival, QE, eh? You come in. What was it? Psychological bullshittery, masturbatory.
Yep.
Something. What was the? Can we go back to that? His first book. Was that actually just him taking the mick, I assume?
I don't. Taking the mech out of who? A fucking boll weevil?
Whoever might have been listening to, and there appeared to have been one person that was paying zero attention.
Yeah, I'm done with that. I'm done with him. I mean, try to recover from that.
I am. I genuinely think that needs looking at. I don't think that's reasonable, that behaviour, and I think that's challengeable under many a Discord thing.
Okay.
I'm not tolerating that.
You have to prove he's talking about you, Adam. How can you prove he's talking about you? He was so vague, he could be talking about anyone.
Well, just one of three people, because he did allude to that. So, yeah, it's one of three people, isn't it? So,
yeah,
unfortunately, he did let that slip. So that's fine. We'll see how it goes, won't we?
Well, if you want it, I put it in the cave, and it's time stamped. I put it in there late last night.
Yeah, I don't mind anybody criticising anything. You take the book, yeah, and critique it. I welcome it. I encourage that. But if you're just going to come out like that as a, I mean, what was that? A pathetic, incoherent ramble from a bitter, twisted man. It's really sad. Yeah, and the projection and the narcissism, it's shocking. But I'd buy your book, mate, and I'd critique it honestly. I look forward to when it comes out. Mine's out right now. It's called Welcome to Flat Earth. Amazing. You'll love it. You love it so much, you're even talking about it before you've even bought it, and I know you're going to buy it. I've retracted the offer of a signed copy, by the way, because you were mean to me.
I'll sign it. I'll sign it for him.
You should do his in crayon.
I couldn't. He'd munch it before I could get it all out.
Lick it off the page. Be on it.
All right. That took longer than I suspected or expected. So, what do you think?
That was an amateur move on your part to not expect it to take this long.
Yeah.
Well, I am an asshole.
True. Yeah.
Before you round out in all this, you could get upset, disheartened, couldn't you, that people are saying hurty words against you. But in the words of Winston Churchill, there's only one thing worse than people talking trash about you, and that's to not be talked about at all. And I'm so happy, I say, that people are so enthused about my book that even though they've not bought it, they want to go on and talk to other people about it, and the expectations they have, and the fears they have that if the book didn't do this, it could fail. And the emotional commitment you've got for my book, I really appreciate. I wish you all the best, but you're not getting that signed copy.
How could I be upset about that incoherent, disconnected drivel of a ramble by Nancy that made no sense whatsoever? It was baseless assertion after baseless assertion without any evidence whatsoever. Fuck it. What's there to get upset about? There's nothing there.
Only things to get excited about.
Conclusions. I guess that was Adam's conclusion. What do you think, Brian?
Well, I mean, it's the start of more innuendo and, you know, poisoning the well, slander to come. I mean, it's to be expected. I wasn't expecting him to give any good reviews, you know, so.
Reviews of what?
Well, well, anything connected to us, for sure.
Well, he admitted that he didn't buy the book, so how could he review anything?
I would say specifically, he reviewed the thing he's not read. That was his whole shtick in that whole thing there. That's what he admitted to twice. He went on the word of a baller at the beginning, remember? Started out with this solid destruction. Oh, and they've cocked up already because a baller said so. Yeah?
Yep.
And he went downhill from there, really, didn't it, in terms of any kind of actual evidence. That was the best evidence he actually presented, hearsay, from a baller. Brilliant.
About the wrong argument.
I look forward to reading his book.
I definitely thought that Brian was going to say, well, for number one, we've clearly established QE is an asshole. That's what I was expecting. I really did expect that. But he's not on his game.
I think he was going to let Flatsy do it.
Really? Flatsy, go ahead.
You've ruined your surprise now. You've ruined your own surprise.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, we found out today that QE's an asshole. Second of all, that after all this time, flat earthers still can't identify a fallacious argument or whatever that was. And I really hope that this book gets into their hands, and it's called Welcome to Flat Earth. Please buy it, guys, and educate yourselves on it and check it out. Yeah. And have a nice day, and God bless everyone. We'll see you next time.
Sorry we didn't get to the artificial intelligence rebuttal of the book. We'll do that next Tuesday, unless something else jumps up in front of it. But we'll get through it. So thanks for coming. I hope you had a great time listening to this glue-sniffing idiot. We'll see you next Tuesday. Oh, and did I tell you, I authored a book called Welcome to Flat Earth.
Yeah, thanks very much, QE. And don't forget, you got that something special that you're going to be doing in the cave, right? Just what I'd remind you.
Oh, that's right. That's Flatsy's mission to remind me of that, but that you are correct. That reminded Flatsy. So, yeah. Yep. So purchase the book. If you have any comments, concerns, questions, or rebuttals, you're free to come. There is a link in the description box in every live video to Discord. You could just pop right in. There's no problem as long as you're respectful. If you're new, say you're new. Because if you're not new, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Because that's going to be the plan. That's going to be the policy. Sorry. From here on out, I should have done this years ago, but I didn't. But it's appropriate now. So, take care. Have a good one. QE out.
Agak juga dah. Agak clear. Jadi.
Step up in this game like I'm hammering nails. Burst so flat plane, listen up, I'll tell you tales. Home Depot vibes on my tools, no fails. Level up my vision while the world just derails. Sharon said it first, now I'm chasing the truth. First wanna know, is he shilling or aloof? Now I'm flexing with the facts while they playing the fool. Flat earth, no curve, I'm breaking all the rules. Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot. Depot. Flat Earth Day saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot. Motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. Like a Home Depot. Rolling deep through Antarctica, you know what's up. Snowflakes in the air, yeah, we sipping from the cup. Well, Duffy said, trust me, I came out of the blue. Started from the hustle, now I'm building my crew. Wait, I'm stacking up truth like I'm lumber from the store. Got the blueprint, baby, I'm ready for war. See the horizon straight, no dip in my sight. Thug life on the flat, bringing knowledge to the fight. With this line, Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot. Flat Earth Day saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot. Motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So I'm here to break walls, I'm kicking down doors, hash street life, I'm hustling, what's mine is ours. A whole new vision, we gon' stack and we gon' rise. With my crew by my side, we defy all the lies. Earth is life, Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot. Flat Earth Day saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot. Motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on a 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky, yeah. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky, yeah. Like a home